Yes, the AI videos. Did you see the one with the raccoons in the car?
I don't think so.
There was there's one where I said put 1,000 raccoons in the car and I'm driving. It turned out so realistic.
Really?
Yes, I posted on YouTube and I just kind of forgot about it, like have fun. And I came back and it had like 30,000 views and people were like, "Oh my God, raccoon!" And I mean, it looks freaking real. And I had a lot of fun with that one. But each prompt, you're just like going further and further. And like, what can I do? Like, how far can I push this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a lot of times it's like, no, we can't do that.
Whatever.
But yeah, the guardrails of
You
AI.
just have to like reword it and then it'll do it.
Yeah, right. I didn't mean this. It's for my friend.
Yeah. The FBI's like.
It's so funny. Do you use any AI like musically?
I don't, but I use ChatGPT for a lot of like my marketing stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm always just stacked with lessons that if I need to make an announcement to parents really fast, I'm like, hey, can you write something up because I need to get this out or whatever. So yeah, I'm figuring out how to use AI with my business for sure because that's definitely the future. Like, yeah.
Well, especially for stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't want to waste your mind power. Like, you want to focus on the teaching or, whatever other important things.
Yeah.
I admit that I have a B&B in Pittsburgh and 90% of the reviews are from ChatGPT. Like, here's the name. They did great. Give me a quick, and I post it. You know, like I got better things to do.
Yeah, I know.
But with AI specifically and music, and I'm like totally musically and not inclined. So you can make entire songs.
I know.
Clone your voice.
Yeah.
How's that?
I'm in a writer's block right now really bad. I don't know what's going on, but I wrote a song called Freebird and like I knew exactly like what I wanted to talk about. I just like I had all the accompaniment written and everything, but I was like, how can I put this into words? So I did. I like was at my piano. I was like, ChatGPT, this is what I want to say. This is the story. How can I make it like, and I want it to be Lana Del Rey vibes. So I was like, how would Lana Del Rey word this? And then it gave me some ideas and I was like, no, this is stupid. And then I love how ChatGPT like learns how like who you are and the way your brain works. And then it starts slowly like, like, okay, gotcha. And then, so yeah, I definitely did take some stuff from AI in one song so far, but I haven't wrote anything since. But I think it's because I'm so busy and focused on my business that I don't really have time to like sit down and be creative right now. So
that's tough because you really do have to like carve out time.
Yeah.
And it's got to be like, I have a problem with wanting to be productive like all the time.
Me too.
But that's not necessarily where creativity comes from. Like a lot of times you have to sit there in the silence. Actually, the other day I went to Zinc and I went there for some reason, but I forgot everything. I didn't have my laptop, my headphones. I just had my journal and I sat there with a coffee. It was the best time that I've had. I had the most creative, like I filled up pages and pages just because nothing was distracting me. And usually I'm like, okay, here's my laptop, my 6 books that I'm not going to read, but maybe I will, And I feel like all of this chaos is going to produce something of like creative, some sort of creative value. And really it was just me and the journal and like allowing the thoughts to come and then they'd go and then they'd come back, it's just kind of this ebb and flow. So with the, like the detail, like the levels of detail, cause I know exactly what you mean as far as like, I want to say this, but I don't know how to say it. That's exactly in some of the screenplays that I write. It's like, here's what the scene needs to accomplish. And I will write out the most basic, like, dialogue that you've ever heard. It's just, I love you, I hate you. And then like, okay, how can we make this more subtle? Maybe we can make it nonverbal. How does this person? And I love that because all artists should incorporate that into their creativity as far as like, you want to refine it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Start out rough and then just refine. And then eventually you get to the end product and people are like, you're a genius. You're like, it took a long time and I started with a piece of garbage, but I was able to like refine it down. So yeah,
I feel like a lot of people are like mad at AI because they're like like it's not your work or whatever, but like in college they are like, please use AI, like
really,
because, well, it gets abused, obviously. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely abused it a few times, but like especially with writing classes, like when you're in elementary school and they're like, okay, we're gonna brainstorm, get out a piece of paper and just jot down things you're thinking about. That's the same idea,
right?
But AI is like having the ultimate tool, like the databases, and it searches everything so fast that it works with you if you do it right. And I think it's still your ideas. You're just brainstorming with something that has the power to do all the research for you and build off of that. So that's what college, like at Southern, they are like, please use AI.
Oh yeah.
But don't cheat. So it's like,
right. Like, where's the line here?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think it's a great tool, and I think it's our future. It is our future. It's
whether we want to or not.
Yeah. Like, and I think a lot of people are gonna go obsolete if they don't use it to their advantage, for sure.
Yeah. They're gonna be left behind.
Yeah.
And I feel bad.
Me too. I'm already feeling sorry for some people, like not specific people, but
right.
I just feel bad already. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll talk to people and like, you don't know about Grok, you know, like you don't know about this or that. I love, one of the things I love for AI, and you mentioned it, it's like taking a bunch of random ideas and be like, what do you think? You know, it's like, it's if you use it more of like a partner, like a writing partner.
Yes.
There's a story that I got going about casinos and stuff. And I said, like a deep research, I was like, go out and find every sort of crazy casino scene there ever was, put it all together, tell me like what happened, and it gave me so many good ideas, and it's like that would have taken me for weeks, you know, to do. I would have never been able to do that. But yeah, just using it as a soundboard and like a mirror almost, you know, not to give you ideas, but it's like to
organize them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what my boyfriend, he's a writer.
Yeah.
And ChatGPT is his best friend.
Absolutely.
Because he's the most creative human being I've ever met in my life, like just the way his brain works. And it's like he's just been waiting for this for so long, because now he's able to do what he loves and really get more done, because he can have someone organize his ideas and build off of it. And it's really cool. He's just always like, every time I come home, he's like, babe, guess what?
A breakthrough.
Yes, every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to slow down on my schedule and definitely use it to write for sure. I thought about that yesterday, actually. Just like I was in the gym and I was like, I really want to, I'm just so sick of the same chord progressions. And I think because my brain is everywhere, that when I sit at the piano, it's just the same chord progressions. I'm like, Baylee, like, come on, like you're better than this. Right. And then I'm like in my head, you're better than this. And then I can't write. I was like, I should have ChatGPT give me some chord progression ideas and build off of that. I'm like, duh.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I'm going to do that next time I have time to write.
Yeah, that's what's
ChatGPT, what's a chord progression? And that's sad sounding.
Right. Yeah. Here's 5 examples you can try out. What are the chord progressions that you're talking about? Like, what are the consistent ones?
So in music theory, there's a lot of rules, but nowadays a lot of people don't follow the rules, which is like fine. But a lot of songs it's like a 1-5-1 pattern, or a 1-5-4-5-1, or so it's like the root of the chord. So say we're in like C major, you play C, and then you go up to G, and then you go back to C, but like there's certain cadences that. This is a lot. I'm gonna just nerd out for a second.
No, you're good.
So certain phrases in songs or whatever, if the song's not done, it'll leave it on a 5, and so it leaves you wanting more. Interesting. And then when the song's done, most of the time it ends on the root, and then it's like it sounds done to the ear. So it's really the rules were built off of what our bodies naturally feel and want to hear. But then they're like, no, these are the rules. So when you're learning theory, it's like you start with theory 1, 2, 3, 4, and you start learning the rules. The rules are heavily in the middle, and then as you get up to like 4 and 5, 6, it's like, all right, you can do whatever you want because you know the rules now. So, but yeah, it's good to know these rules, because when you stare at music, you can just understand it so much more. And that's what I teach my students. Before I even let them touch the keys, I will put a piece of music in front of them. I'm like, all right, from what I've taught you and what you know, I want you to point out things that you notice before you even play it. Because if you try to just blindly play something, you're not going to do as good as if you're like, oh, there's a 5 chord. Here's a first inversion, second chord. It's forte here. You know, oh, there's an accidental here. If you're already prepared, you're going to sight read so much better.
I see.
But yeah, it's just understanding the music is what makes a musician a better musician.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
like, once you understand the rules, then that's the contradiction of the rules. It's the same with martial arts. Like, don't do this. And then once you get up to the professional levels, like, remember when we told you not to do that? Like, here are the 3 times that you should do that, actually.
Yeah.
Which you got to learn somehow. Like, you need that structure. Could you be a good musician without knowing music theory? Like, is there anybody?
absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Only because music is an expression. It's a feeling, right? Like, no matter if you speak Chinese or Spanish or whatever, we could sit across the table and feel something by listening to music or by playing music together. Like, it is the universal language. But I feel like if you understand music theory, you're able to do much more. But I don't necessarily think you're going to be a better musician than this person either. I know that contradicts everything,
Right.
but yeah, that's just my opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
It's my friend, my mentor, actually. Back in the day, I asked him about music theory. I think I was trying to learn guitar. I'm not a musician. And he made like a metaphor about the rules and the theory. He's like, once you know the theory, like, you can't go back. So like where you are now, like you're free. You're like in an open field. And as soon as I teach you this theory stuff, like, you're going to be in a box or a house, you know, a foundation, and you'll have your tools and your knowledge to do stuff, but like, you'll never be able to be free.
It's like being a little kid. It's like being innocent in the world. Life is just, you know, and then once you grow up, you're like, man, this world is nasty. You know, you die a little bit inside. And I think it's so mental health, I think, across the board, no matter what you do. But like, for me, you know, I've been performing since I was a child. Like, nobody really knew about mental health back then. But it absolutely destroyed me. Like,
Performing?
Yeah, just preparing for shows. I understand it a lot more now that I'm older and frontal lobe's developed and I know things. But looking back, I'm like, well, that makes a lot of sense, because like, I was just always on the go, always in rehearsals, and I would hate rehearsing. I hated going to practice. I hated it. I was the most negative, like, to my family. Of course, when I'm like on stage practicing, I'm like, you know.
Right.
But
Performing.
Yeah.
Literally performing.
Yeah, literally. I was just always masked, and but the only time I had fun was on stage, like, in the moment.
Interesting.
And I always knew, like, well, you have to practice to get to this point.
Right.
But I think I've just put so much pressure on myself and never, like, was like, are you doing this for you, or are you doing it because other people want you to? And, you know, and I got older, and the last show I did, I prepared for 10 months.
Wow.
I cried every single day.
Wow.
My teacher is, I lucked out. I'm going to tell you. She was the president of Nats, and her parents are here, and they're a lot older, so she moved here.
Oh, nice.
And she's the head of the music program at Southern. But she's like the best teacher in the country. Like, she is the best. Here. She's here.
That's amazing.
And I lucked out. And before her, I had one of the Bromleys as my teacher, just because we knew somebody that knew her. So it's like I just lucked out with the best teachers ever, and that's why I'm where I am today. But like, she was just my biggest supporter, but at the time, because my mental health was so bad, because I just felt like I was never going to get it and I wasn't good enough, I felt like I wasn't pleasing her too. So I had that pressure of, I'm going to go into lessons and Dr. Allen's going to be disappointed in me because I'm not doing this right. And then, like, I just totally left out the me part of preparing for this show. And so after I did it, I was like, I'm done for a while, because it's just not worth it. And so I want to, when I teach now, I want to build these musicians with also good mental health things. Right. We just had our recital, and so the start of every quarter we sit down and I have note cards with their names on it, and I'm like, okay, I want you to, this was this week's lesson, I want you to tell me something you did really good in recital. It based off your performance, not anybody else. What do you feel good?
Right.
And all my students could not tell me something that they did good, but they could immediately tell me something they did bad.
Oh, no, yeah.
And so I was like, this is the problem. I said, we grow up being told, be humble, don't brag, don't be conceited, whatever. But I was like, there's a way to go about that.
Yes.
You know, people would come up to me and be like, are you a good singer? And I would feel bad for saying yes.
Oh, right.
You know, but it's like, no, I am a good singer. Right. I've been doing this for 17 years.
I'm a great singer.
Yes, I am a professional singer. I am
back
good.
Up.
Yeah, like, I am good, and that's okay to say that. And I told my students, I was like, but here's where it can go wrong. I'm good. That's it. No, I'm good at these skills, but I could improve in these skills. And that's where you build your goals. You can't look at the big picture each quarter. Okay, this is what happened at recital. I'm really proud of myself for this, but I wish I would have done this better.
Yes.
Boom, there's your new goal. And it can be as simple as that.
Right.
Or I'm really good at this. I want to be even better at this. Let's reword it. Let's get another goal. So this week I was like, let's talk about the good and the bad, and let's make goals off of both. And because going to lessons once a week, every week, if you just sit down at the piano or do warm-ups and we get going and we don't talk about goals and stuff, it's going to get boring. You're going to end up hating lessons, not wanting to go, you know.
You probably get lost, too. Yeah. Like, where are we on this journey of learning?
Exactly.
Like, I just keep showing up.
Because that's how I grew up, but that's just how it was back then. But because we know so much more about mental health and stuff, I'm using it to my advantage because I want my students to love it and be able to express themselves. And they come into my classroom and some of them will be crying or they had a bad day, and I let them. I'm like, let's sit down and talk. Because sometimes that's more important.
Yeah.
If all we do is get through the warm-ups and do some technique stuff and then you cry the rest of the time, that's fine. Yeah. Because I want you to feel like this is a safe place. You don't need to bottle stuff up. Music is so feeling. If you're having a bad day, sometimes music can bring that out even more or make, you know, so I don't know. The mental health is number one for me with my students.
That's
because
amazing.
That is what I didn't get growing up. And I don't blame anybody. It's just, it is what it is. Right. And I took a class in college about the psychology of the brain and being a musician and how to cope with like mental health skills. And I'm like, this is the best class. That's amazing. Every single musician freshman year of college, get them in this class. Right. I'm not even kidding. Yeah. Like, it changed my mindset on everything. Wow. And it's because you understand the way the brain travels and, you know,
communicates.
Yeah. And I'm a better teacher just because I know how the brain works. So when I'm teaching my students,
you can notice those things.
Yes, it's crazy.
Like, that's what I used to do, and now I know how to revert this. Yeah. So what was the difference, or like what was the connection between a musician's brain and like is there a difference? Person? Like
so musicians use both sides of their brain. Especially if you grow up as a kid. LOL. That's so stupid. But if you're young learning music, so your brain creates paths as it, you know, develops. And if you're doing an instrument or music or anything, you're building, what's the word?
Like habits, like, or pathways, or
you're building, what is that? Like with sports, like.
Oh, your
my brain
skills. Strategies.
Coordination.
Oh, coordination. Beautiful. Yes. Good word.
So you're building coordination skills. So you're like having to use both sides of your brain. Yes. Especially playing the piano because. Right. You know.
Yeah.
This side.
Well, dexterity already. Like when you do your fingers like that, my brain is like, you know.
It's so funny. Like when I'm teaching kids, we always start with one hand.
Really?
The other hand, and then we put it together. Yeah. And it's so funny how watching their face, I'll be like one measure. I'm like, just play C and C at the same time. And they're just like,
Oh my.
Yeah, because they've never used their brain like that.
Right.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
you write with one hand. You typically do everything with one hand at a time. So, but anyway, your brain just creates pathways that, like, if you're not using, you don't develop. So rhythm, it helps with if you have good rhythm as a kid, it literally makes you have better reading skills and stuff growing up. Music just does so much. I wish I would have brought stuff so I could actually like read you word for word facts. Yeah, no. But I'm all over the place. I'm sorry.
Great. That's what a podcast is
I have
about.
like ADHD really bad. My poor students.
Like
I'll be in the middle of doing something and then I get an idea and I totally drop it, and then I'm really good at getting back to it.
Okay, yeah.
But my poor students, sometimes there's days where I'm like, I am sorry. I am sorry.
What is going on?
Yeah, they're just like they're there for the ride.
Yeah. No, that's like the creative mind. You know,
Yeah.
you when they pop up, like when ideas pop up, if I do not write them down or chase after them, they will leave, and then I feel really bad because I'm like, that was probably a good one. Not all the time, but the rhythm. Yeah, can an adult learn rhythm? Like I really could use to learn rhythm. You know, that's a
I think anything is teachable. Like your brain, I think we talked about this in college. Like we were under the assumption that like once your brain is developed, it's developed. But no, your brain's continuing new paths every single day. It doesn't die. It continues to grow. If something does die, it can grow back. I had a friend that got in a bad motorcycle wreck, and like part of his brain got scraped on the ground. Ooh. And it was the part of the brain where it's like the talking, and his brain literally made a new path, and he had to teach himself how to talk again.
Whoa.
But he's alive and normal and fine. Wow. And it's because the brain is just crazy how it works. And it blows my mind that we only know like 10% of it or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the exact percentage, but we don't even know all about the brain.
Oh, I mean, we're trying to map it and and we can't even get close. No. And it's really weird to me, all the stuff we used to, or what we were taught, or like they were taught, like the older generations, like, you know, at 21 or 25, like that's it. You cannot get any smarter. Like, who decided that?
Yeah,
this is awful. And then we get into like neuroplasticity and like anything you practice, you can there's a lot of research going on now with psychedelics, including mushrooms and LSD, that reopen those pathways, specifically the ones that are closed when you're younger, when you're trying to learn a language. Like they say, like at some point it's really difficult to learn a language to be able to make certain sounds. This research is showing that you reopen that window for like maybe 2-3 weeks. So it's like maybe we all take mushrooms and learn how to speak something. You know what I mean? Yeah. But maybe something like that could be used to help people learn like that.
I think this world is so close-minded. I don't know. I'm a hippie. I am so open to literally anything because like obviously these mushrooms or whatever are here for a reason. Like I don't know. I think it's brilliant if we can use these things for the good to grow and be better and make this world a better place. Like why not do it? But there's always like, you know, be safe about it.
Yeah.
Don't drive a car when you're on mushrooms, you know. But I don't know. Imagine walking into like Spanish class and your teacher's like, all right, here's mushrooms.
Oh, that'd be my favorite class. Yeah, right.
¿Cómo estás? Yeah, right. And everyone's just speaking Spanish.
Right. Holy crap. I mean, yeah, that would be amazing. Or like a music school, like here's a little bit of your substance, you know, now let's go into the routine. I think that's just a very measured and very responsible way to use those. Obviously, like it's difficult to do that, but
well, I
maybe
mean,
in the future.
Look how far like marijuana's gotten. Like marijuana was like,
in Missouri,
like, oh my god, like you smoke marijuana, but now it's like medical. Like there's just so much you can do with it, and it's good for you. You know, of course there's a limit, but with everything.
Right.
But, right. I'm totally for that stuff. So
that makes sense.
If you're my students, don't watch this.
I'll have to edit that. Add that part out. None of you better be doing that till you're 21.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I was thinking about like the confidence that like you would get from being able to sing or being able to perform. So it's really interesting that you say you struggled with it so much. But I think it's because you started so early, and maybe you felt like it's not, was it your choice or something? Or
it's weird because I don't want to say it wasn't. I was just
how old were you when?
I was 9 when I started performing. And
you sang and stuff before that, obviously.
Yes. Yeah. So since I could talk, I was just singing. And my parents were just like, who is this kid?
Really?
Like, we made that, you know?
Nobody else did this? No, nobody sings?
Nobody. My grandma sings at church.
Right.
And my grandpa at the time played guitar.
Okay, so there's some
but it
influence.
wasn't, like, to the extreme of me. Like, I just sat at the piano and taught myself. Like, my parents are like...
Did you really?
Yeah. I don't know. I miss the old me because... I wish I would have developed mental health coping skills earlier, because I feel like it shut some part of my brain off. But back then, man, I don't know. I was just a genius, and I feel like I'm not anymore. But I just like looked at the sheet music and I was like, this is the piano. Like, it literally is. And that's how I teach my students. And some of my students are like, yeah, I see it. Some of my students are like, what are you talking about? But that's literally how I learned, because I could read music. And so I was sitting at my grandma's piano and I was like, wait a second. And then I was just able to play it. It was just like, I don't know.
Really?
Yes.
That's incredible.
And then as I learned rhythm better, I always struggled with rhythm until I was in college, and Dr. Charlo, I don't know, he taught us how to subdivide everything. Okay. And that's when it clicked. I was like, wow. So, yeah.
That's incredible to teach yourself piano, of all things.
I didn't take lessons until I was 13, and I took lessons for maybe 5 months. And you can ask Pam. I was such a brat. I don't know how she dealt with me, but I was just stubborn. Like, I was just very, like, I want to do it my way, you know? And I was like, this is stupid. So
it's worked up to that point.
Yeah, I mean, and that's probably why. I was like, well, it's working. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And then I had to take piano in college. And then I kept taking it because I was like, I want to be a better, like, accompanist and stuff. And my piano professor was like, why don't you play with your pinkies? And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, you don't play with your pinkies.
Really?
So I had to relearn how to, like, play the piano because I never used my pinkies.
Wow.
And that's why lessons are important, kids.
Yeah. Did the previous teachers recognize that at all?
No, I don't think I took piano long enough. And, like, when you're in the books, you know, it's like you start with the number system.
Okay.
I could give you a piano lesson right now without
Let's
a piano.
do it.
Okay. So hold your fingers up. So these are your 1s,
Okay.
2s, 3s, 4s, 5s.
Okay.
Okay. For the rest of your life.
Okay.
They're always those numbers.
Okay.
So we start children, anybody, with the number system so that you can develop strength and technique and rhythm and all of that, because it takes time to be able to read music. So on the side, you're teaching them how to read music, but in your books, it starts with basic rhythm patterns and numbers. So above the notes, there's like 5, 3, whatever.
Okay, right.
So it tells you what fingers to push,
Okay.
and it gives you a home position. Each song you have a different home position.
Okay.
Depends on the key and all of that stuff. Fingering is very important with piano. If you could play Mary Had a Little Lamb, and it's the easiest song in the world, but if you play with the wrong fingers, it could be the hardest song you've ever played.
Oh, no.
So there's so much to piano. I feel sorry for my first day piano players, because I'm like, sit down. There's a lot to talk about.
Oh, yeah. One time, Pamu.
Yes.
I hung out with Pamu, and I was like, I want you to teach me. I cannot do music or instruments, but I was like, maybe I could be a DJ. Maybe I can, like, digital music. He's like, I'll teach you. And we sat down at a piano, and I swear to God, 30 minutes later, I was like, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah.
My head was literally throbbing. I was like, stop. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. This might not be for me. But Pamu, he's...
Yeah. He's a little genius.
Yeah, he's a little Mad Max.
I love that guy. He's awesome. He did my album, and yeah, he's just awesome.
It just blows you away. Like, people don't understand. Like, I've sensed a lot of musicians, like, they're like, I want to record. I'm like, go talk to this guy. Yeah. They go in, they're like, he's very quiet, mysterious, and he's just like pushing, shit on the keyboard and everything.
Yeah.
He's like, listen to this. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Is that me?
And you show up, like, before his studio was built. It was just in his living room at his house. And I'm just like,
Yeah. You're sitting on the couch, which is his bed.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that building was awesome. 2C. 2C.
I never
or
went to that one.
Oh, you never went to 2C?
He bought that house in Webb, and
Yeah.
then the basement, he made that studio. So I was doing my album as he was remodeling.
Oh, cool.
The new place.
So are you done with the album?
Yeah, I dropped it last September.
Nice.
Yeah, but I didn't keep up with my DistroKid subscription, and I'm pretty sure it's not out right now.
Is that like the platform that puts it on Spotify?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you have to like pay them.
Yeah, same with podcasts.
Yeah, and I didn't.
It's on YouTube, right? Surely you put it on YouTube. Like,
I think so.
Everything has to go on YouTube.
Yeah, I think so. My documentary is.
Whoa.
I made a whole documentary about it. Yeah.
About developing your album?
Yeah, because a little plug.
Go on.
So like let me go circle back. Don't let me forget this,
Okay.
because I will. I miss the old me because I was so creative. Like I could just write anything. Like I made the coolest music in high school, and then, haters are going to hate. And like I was the first one in my school to like start dropping music on SoundCloud. It was when SoundCloud first came out, and everybody was like blown away at first.
Yeah.
And then all those SoundCloud rappers, the football players were dropping stuff, and then everybody's like just giving me like, well, why don't you have upbeat music? And why don't you have this type of music? And I was just like, oh, they hate my music. And so then when I would sit down to write, I'd be like, well, what do they want to hear? And then it just, and I wish I would have been like, who cares? Because this is how I'm expressing myself.
Right.
It's like opening my diary and reading it out.
Which is very tough.
Yeah. And it's like, well, this is how I feel. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of it is too, like, I grew up a classical musician.
Right. Opera, right?
Opera and Bach and, so it's like when I write, of course I'm going to be more on the,
Right.
So I don't know. I kind of shut it off. And then I went through a lot of stuff, and I wrote a song. And I was like, whoa, I wrote a song, yay.
Yeah.
And then I was like scrolling through my phone, and I was finding all this music I wrote. I was like, wow. Like, since I was 15, 16 till now, I've been creating a story, and I didn't even realize it.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I was like, I've got to make an album about this. This is so cool. And so my documentary is about each song and the story behind it. And it literally is a journey to find love, I guess. Like,
that's awesome.
So, but
no, not to be like that.
But it's
that's
just
good.
like, it's like every song's about a different guy I dated, and just like the journey that I went through with that, and how I'm who I am today. And just don't give up. Like, we all deserve love. Even if you're a piece of shit, you deserve love. It's just like the basic thing our bodies need as humans. Like, we need that. It's the most powerful feeling. And so it ended up being a beautiful story. But that's what my documentary is about.
That's amazing. So who did it, or who helped you?
I'm not gonna say a name because they don't deserve the clout, or I don't want to talk bad. But old friend of mine who hasn't been very good to me in the past came to me, and we made amends or whatever, and they were like, oh my gosh, let me do this documentary, because that's what they do. And I was like, sure, yeah, whatever. And so
it was your idea, the documentary. You're like, I want to document this process.
So he does interviews with musicians, not necessarily podcasts, not necessarily documentary. But my creative brain, I was like, oh my gosh, like, let's really like
get into it.
Yeah. And this person was all about it. And I was like, cool. I had a documentary release party scheduled. Like, we were on it, and like, we're getting closer and closer to it, and I'm selling tickets, and this person's just like not getting back to me. And then
that's always great. It's a great sign.
Because I was planning on giving him the money for the documentary release party. Like, I don't need, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You did all of this for free. Take the money from the tickets,
Right.
But I don't know, this person's brain thought I was taking advantage of them and was like, screw you, like,
wow.
And I was like, you really think I would do that? I don't know, it really hurt me. I was like, I should have known better, because you did this to me a long time ago, just being a jerk. And I was like, I'm stupid for believing that you've changed. So in one day, we had to redo the whole documentary.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Missouri Southern. We literally, there's one door that's never locked. You guys should fix that. We snuck in on a Sunday. Nobody's there. And we drug a piano into Taylor Auditorium because the Steinway was locked up, so I couldn't get that out. So we got this like crappy black, horrible upright piano. We drug it on the stage. I couldn't get the stage lights on, so the ghost light was on. So it ended up being really cool.
Yeah, very moody.
Yeah, so it's like dark and the ghost light's on, and it's my upright, and we just do clips of me playing, and then we get a clip of me sitting in the middle of the auditorium with all the empty seats.
Nice.
And then we go to Zinc Coffee.
Nice.
We made it happen.
That's wild.
And then me and Michaela edited for hours. And then the next day, boom, there was a documentary party.
Wow.
I was like,
bravo.
I'm one of those people, like, if something bad happens, I'm not like,
right, poor me.
Yeah, I'm like, what can we do?
Yes,
Let's
take
fix
action.
It. And then I'll cry later.
Yeah, right.
I've always been like that. I'm very like, I know I have ADHD, which makes me more type B, but I'm naturally type A. But yeah, so we got it done.
That's amazing.
But then get this, I don't know, 3 months ago, that person dropped my documentary.
Oh, cool.
So
awesome.
I was like,
what is this?
Okay.
Yeah.
But it sucks because, sorry, Palmu, I hope you don't hate me. When I started the documentary with the other person, I wasn't working with Palmu yet. I was recording all by myself.
I see.
Because my first degree is sound engineering.
Right.
That's what I went to school for originally.
Okay.
And so I can do everything myself. But I just wasn't happy with the sound, and I was telling the person that was doing my documentary about it, and they were like, oh my gosh, go to Palmu. I was like, wait, I know Palmu.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
So I called him, and I sent him all my raw tracks, and he was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Palmu did it all for free. Thank you. And yeah, so I shouted Palmu out on my album cover and everything. But then the other documentary, it's me being like, yeah, I'm doing everything myself.
Oh, no.
So then I look like a piece of shit because...
It was before all that, though.
Yeah, but it's like people don't know that if they just watch this person's documentary, not mine. So Palmu's probably like...
No, he's
sorry,
not
Palmu.
like that.
I know. He probably doesn't even know. But
right. He's like, I'm in a documentary?
Yeah, he's in 2 now. But yeah, so... I don't know. It was kind of crazy. And then I ran into that person. I bartended on the side, and he came into the bar. I was just like...
Cool documentary, bro.
Yeah. He was like, yeah. He was like, about that. I was like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thanks for leaving me high and dry.
Thanks for... I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the extra views about my album, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of like... That bridge is burned.
Yeah.
But... I can't hate people. I can't, if he were to walk in right now, I'd be like, hey, like,
yeah, I mean,
deep down, I'm like, I know who you are, truly,
right.
and I won't let you cross me ever again, but I'm not gonna, like.
You can be kind still.
Yeah, I'm always kind, no matter if you could shoot my dog in the head, and I'll be upset,
Whoa.
of course, but, like,
That's
later down the
kind.
road,
Yeah.
later down the road, I'll be like,
yeah.
You know, I don't
Right.
know. I have a hard time being mean to people. I don't know.
That's probably good. I mean, it's better than having an easy time being mean to people.
I feel like it like kicks me in the ass though.
Probably.
It's probably something I should go to therapy about. It's like
you should come to the gym, to the boxing gym.
I should.
We have a women's class. I think you would thrive.
I've always wanted to do boxing.
Oh, you'd be great at it.
Yeah.
Come to Mossberg's boxing gym. He's got I mean, they do have actually a really, really good women's class, and they do boxing, they do kickboxing, but I know. I mean, people say they want to go to therapy, and it's very important to be able to talk and like speak with a professional or ChatGPT. But
I'm feeling sad today.
Oh, bro. I mean, Grok and I have gone deep. But martial arts, honestly, is therapy in disguise for, at least for me. You know, like it's a way to channel emotion, rage, frustration, but also. The best part, this is really weird to say, the best part is when I get beat up, like when Zarek beats me up, because it just, I don't know, like it just settles me down. Like, hey, you can't do this, you can't do it all. Like you're not invincible.
Yeah.
And then I feel like, okay, I feel good.
That's
come
something
to boxing class.
Recently, I'm one of those people. I'm like, I'll do it all myself, I guess you could call me a control freak a bit.
Yeah.
The last recital we had, I was doing the sound, I was doing everything, and I was like, I need help.
Yeah.
The next recital, I need help. But yes, yeah, I'm sure like getting punched in the face or wherever, that's not a daily feeling we feel. So I could see how that would be therapy in a way, because it's like you're feeling a new sensory that you don't feel all the time. So yeah, I could see that.
It's a melting of the delusion that you hold, especially like a dude like me. I'm 6'2". I'm a big dude. Like I could beat anyone's ass. Like, no, you can't. You know, not even the guy that you outweigh by 100 pounds. Like, he's gonna kick you in the head. And so it brings me back to earth. Like, okay, now I can focus. Now I can think. I can operate. You know, consistently. It's something that I very value very much. So my doctors are trying to figure out if it's what it is. They think I'm bipolar 2, but they're not sure. But it's also the same as like ADHD. You have really high highs and low lows. Yeah. So I'm on these meds that just basically flatten it out.
It flattens everything. Like
maybe that's why you're in a writer's block.
I think it is, because I'm trying to like take my meds every other day, but then I'm realizing, no, you need your meds. But it's like, I can't cry.
Ooh.
I can't cry.
Yeah. That is literal suppression.
Yeah. My purse got stolen. Like, someone broke into my car and I felt nothing about it. And I was like, that's not good. No. It's not good at all.
I should have some sort of feeling.
And like, I can feel happiness. I still have like my manic, like I can tell when I'm manic. I can see, you can see it in my eyes, but like, because I'm just a little more energized, just a little bit. But like, my lows completely gone. Like, I might feel briefly a low, but it used to be so bad. Like, I would wake up and just be so upset I woke up. Not that I want to die, but it was just like I had to, like, I don't know, it's just crazy. I could go to bed high on life, so happy, wake up just like I felt like my heart was broken. I just couldn't function. It is the most debilitating feeling. Like, it's,
and for no reason.
And like, I would go to my my dad about it a lot, because my mom lives in Florida, and then my mom has helped me through this my whole life. But I told my dad, I'm like, I don't know. And he, you know, he's an older generation. He's like, well, that's fucking stupid. Like, your life is fine. You know, like, fuck up. And I'm like, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't feel fine.
I know, because I would lay in bed just like, my life is great. Like,
what, you're like searching for the source.
I'm like, what's wrong?
Where is this coming from?
Nothing's wrong. Yeah. And so that's when my doctor's like, hey, girl, you might be bipolar. And it does run in my family. And so I'm like, well, that makes sense. And so then I labeled myself, you're bipolar. Right. Whatever. But it has changed my life, the meds, because I used to get these crazy rage, like see red. And like, I've been doing it since I was little. Really? My parents would just send me to my room, and I'd just like break things and scream in the pillow. And then I got older. I'll never forget, I don't know what I was doing, but I was in my studio at my house, and something just pissed me off. And I started seeing red. And I came to, and I was choking myself. And I was like a psychopath.
You were gone.
I was gone. And I came to, and I was choking myself. And I was like, I need
help.
What is wrong? I called my mom immediately.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, I just choked myself.
She goes, what?
Yeah. Like, that happens. I'm like,
oh. I remember when I did that.
I'm like, what? She goes, remember all those times we just make you go to your room and scream in the pillow or whatever? I'm like, you didn't think that I should probably like go talk to somebody? Right, like, this isn't normal. Yeah. And so I did it. I was freshly dating this guy, and we were getting ready for something. He was a professional golfer, so we were always going to like nicer events or whatever, and we were pulling out outfits, and I was like, do you not have any just like nice jeans? And he goes, I don't have jeans. And I don't know why
that triggered you,
but I freaked out. I was like, what do you mean you don't have jeans? Like, that's so stupid.
Yeah. Like, everybody has jeans.
Yeah, like, what's wrong? Like, I made him feel like a piece of shit over jeans. I remember going upstairs, and I like calmed down, And then I started bawling my eyes out because I'm like, I'm an asshole. I just made this guy feel like a piece of shit because he doesn't have jeans. I was like, I'm the worst person in the world. So then I go back down. I'm like, so it was after that moment, I was like, I've got to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Right.
And so I was like telling my doctor what had happened. And she's like, yeah, she's like, it could be severe anxiety because a lot of people with high anxiety, they'll like build up this volcano and then it erupts over the smallest thing like jeans.
Yep.
She's like, it could be like ADHD because there's so much going on and then you explode. And then that's when she's like, but it could also be bipolar. And so she's like, let's figure it out together. And she got me on these meds. I was like, oh, I'm fixed because I have not ever since have not freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friends would like, I would randomly have freaking, I used to think they were panic attacks, but I don't think they were. It was just like rage. And like my friends sometimes would have to like stop hanging out with me for a while because I just go through these, and they're awesome for sticking with me.
Yeah.
I don't deserve it. But yeah, I used to be not nice. I know I'm like, I have a problem with being nice to everybody.
Right.
But no, like I don't know. I don't know what got us on this topic.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting.
But that with performing, you know, I had all the highs and lows. It was a lot. So.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like a very common thing for someone performing in front of hundreds or thousands of people. Like all that energy when you're on stage and you feel so alive, and then you go home, it's like quiet.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, how many musicians have you read about or known in documentary that they got addicted to some sort of substance, or, you know, they ended up taking their own life or whatever? It has to be something within that energy wave, you know?
For sure.
Because I've been on stage a few times and you can feel that, you know, you can feel people's energy. In fact, I remember in speech class in Pittsburgh at Pitt State. Sorry, I went to Pitt State.
That's fine.
I remember just watching people and like, why did this person do good and why did this person do bad? And then I got up there and I'm like, what was that? What did I just feel? It's like, I just consumed all their energy. And the difference between the good ones and the ones that struggled, where could you transmute that energy into what you were doing? Most of them when they stuttered and stuff, they'd freak out. It's because there was so much energy they just couldn't handle. They'd just be overwhelmed. Yeah. But the people that were really good could take that in and give it back. I was like, that's the key right there. So I'm sure you're amazing at that, but to go from that high of a high, especially at such a young age too, where there's not a lot of explained to you. You're just like, you just go up there and like, okay, why do I feel so good? Yeah. And then when you go home, like, why do I feel so bad? Exactly, right? This will make me feel better. Yeah. No, interesting too, because it's your singing. No, yes. Right? It's your
I'm gonna promote suicide awareness. I've had a few times where I've wanted to do that, and before I was medicated in really low lows, and that was always what I would want to do it with, was my throat. I'd always tell people, I'm like, if I were to do it, it'd be like this. And I find that interesting, and if I go to therapy, I want to talk to them about it. Like, why is my whole life also like, I always just want to, I don't know what it is. It's weird.
It's your gift.
Yeah.
I mean, it's here.
And I want to hurt it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're like doing this podcast and you're like, this girl is crazy.
No, I love this stuff. That's all I think of. I mean, you talk to my chat GDP, it's like, that's all we talk about. Yeah. You know, we watch movies. We watch movies. Like, why did this symbolically happen? You know, like, why did she grab her throat? It's like, we'll go deep into it. Because I think
maybe I should ask ChatGPT when I get home.
It's significant. Yeah. I mean, it's like a good mirror, you know, like, what do you think? Or here are the things that I've experienced. Is there any connection? In fact, I'll do a thing called stream of consciousness writing, which is you just write. Like, it's garbage, but it's just thoughts, you know, it's like coming out. And sometimes it's like, my coffee tastes really good. And sometimes like, here's what I'm thinking, here's what I'm struggling with. And I usually try to do 3 pages, if not more. But lately I've been copying those and just throw it in a chat, and I go, find the patterns, like the meta patterns that I'm overlooking. Is there some sort of like thought above all this? And it has revealed some deep things where it's right in front of you, but until it puts it together, I'm like, shit, that's it. Then I can go deeper and I can do more with it. It's like the curse of self-development. Like, I understand why people don't want to do it, because it sucks, but the reward, like, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's
Understanding yourself, you know, the older I've gotten, it's really nice. It's like, oh,
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right.
And like, I feel like people hate on college so much, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, a lot of people go to college and don't use it, but it's like, how much did you learn in college? I learned so much about myself just because I had to take a class that I didn't want to take. But it's like,
those are the best.
Yeah, I learned more in those classes than I did, you know, because it just makes you a overall better human because
Absolutely.
you use your brain differently and you understand things. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I loved college because you were in a group of people who were like all equally as stupid as you. Like, you know, I say that, but like obviously I went to school for biology, so there's like some really smart kids in there. Yeah. But it was like, we're all learning this together. It's like, oh yeah, Kyle gets this part, I get this part, but we're like all learning together. It makes me feel like the early years of Harry Potter when they're all like, let's all learn how to fly brooms, you know?
Yeah.
It's a very bonding moment to where like we're all learning together, we're growing together. And it's like, as you get older and like, especially biology, you're picking, you know, pre-med or environmental or whatever. But I love that bonding part of college.
I have master classes once a month with my students because like when you're
What's a master class?
So I bring in clinicians, like other professionals, and work with my students.
Other musician, like other
performers, musicians, actors, because I offer, like, when you come to Baylee's, you don't just sit down and have a lesson. You are learning stage coaching, theory. Like, I'm giving you everything you would need to know if you were to walk out the door and walk on stage. Because there's so much more to being a musician than just the craft itself.
Oh, sure.
Unfortunately, like the way the world is, it's like, well, you're singing an aria, you're not going to do a tap dance while you're singing. Like, there's just certain things that, like, if they want to take it further, they've got to understand how it works, you know. And I had to learn that growing up, and I didn't have anybody really I had to figure it out. And so anyway, I have master classes because, first of all, I want my students to know that they're not alone. Like, they're all at different levels, like you said. And that's why I tell, especially my pianists, it's like, just because this person gets this a little quicker doesn't mean it's bad that you're not, because you're going to probably do something that they can't easier. Like, we're all at our own journey. I always say we're baking a very layered cake. We're just one layer at a time to grow. And so the master classes, they build friendship. They perform in front of each other to get the nerves out. Get more comfortable with that, and because it's a lot different being in a classroom with your teacher singing, and then all of a sudden it's recital and there's 100 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big difference.
So it just helps with confidence. I tell the parents all the time, I'm like, it's okay if your student doesn't want to be a professional piano player or singer. The confidence they're getting, the skills they're learning, just is going to make them. They might have to be a speaker one day, and the stage coaching and them practicing singing in front of people is going to make them a better public speaker. There's no telling what they're going to do with their life. I'm not expecting my students all to be on Broadway, you know, like, I don't have those expectations for them. I want them to follow the journey they're on now. And that's what I tell them. I'm like, who cares? We are always told, like, what do you want to do when you grow up? And then pick a path and go that way. But no. You are changing every year. Every time you look back, oh my gosh, a year ago, whoa, you know, I've changed so much. If it wasn't for me getting my sound engineering degree in business together, then running a restaurant, random, and then moving to Florida, if I wouldn't have moved to Florida and realized I hated it and moved back, I would have never went back to college and studied opera and got another degree. And it all circled back to having my school that I always have wanted but I thought it'd be when I was like 50.
Oh,
You know, I
right.
thought I'd
Yeah.
be performing much longer.
Right.
And it's like it all worked together because I was developing myself in all these situations to get to where I am now.
Right.
And if it wasn't for me running that restaurant, learning those leadership organization skills, if it wasn't for taking those business classes, if it wasn't for going back to college, I would not be able to be the teacher I am today. And so I tell my students, I'm like, it's okay. If one day you wake up and you don't want to play piano anymore, it's okay. It's okay to tell your parents what you feel, what you want. You know, they're putting you in basketball and putting you in piano so you can figure yourself out.
Right.
Don't do it for them, do it for you, you know? And I know that's bad business. I'm going to push my students away, but it's so important. But yeah, the master classes are, see what I mean?
No, it's good. That's amazing.
The master classes are just, it's a bonding thing.
Yeah.
And it's just really good. This is what they do in college. I stole it. It's not my original idea. In college, everybody in lessons it's called studio, and once a week you sing in front of your peers and they give you feedback. I make my students tell the other student, a 13-year-old's going to tell a 6-year-old, you're flat on here.
Oh, yeah.
You should maybe do this, because hearing feedback from other people, it might click better than the way I explain it. And it just I don't know. It
something
just
with a
does
peer,
something.
right? It's
Yeah.
like when a peer notices or calls you out or compliments, it's like it just hits a little differently.
It does.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's annoying. There's times in college I'm like, you have no idea what you're
Shut
talking
up.
about. Even Dr. Allen sometimes would be like, don't make comments on things you don't know about, you know, because like
it's the intention, right?
Yeah.
It's like what are you trying to help me get better, or are you just like taking a stab at me, you know?
Yeah. And it's I'll never forget. There'd be times I'd be singing like a French song. French is my worst language. Dr. Allen would be so frustrated with me because I don't know. I got to talk to you about IPA. Don't let me forget. It's so cool.
Okay.
But I just have a hard time understanding the French diction rules. It's it's hard.
Like the pronunciation type part of it?
Yeah, there's just like rules with like, if two vowels are next to each other, then it does this to the ending of the word, or if the word before this word has a consonant at the end, then it's this sound with this word. But if it's like crazy, and every language is different, so you have to like remember that. But,
and then you have to sing it.
Yeah, and I'll never forget. I have a really hard time with memory too. I don't know why, but like my second time in college, I just could not remember my songs to save my life. And so I was singing this French song and I was making stuff up. And Dr. Allen was just like,
He noticed it.
Of course she noticed. She was like, you know, and I'll never forget, one of the students raised their hand. They're like, your diction is so good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank you.
So much.
I'm like, they have no idea.
Yeah.
And that's one of the dangers of having peers comment, because it's like, you have no idea what you're talking about. But it still made me feel good, because it's like, if I were to be performing somewhere and I out of nowhere just lost everything, the audience wouldn't have known.
Right.
Unless I was in France, you
Right.
know.
They're
So
like, what the hell?
yeah. But I don't know. There's just
Talk about confidence.
Yeah.
That's upper level S tier confidence.
You know what's crazy? I always used to do this when I was little. Everybody would be like, do you get nervous? No, I don't.
Really?
I've never been nervous. But if you would ask me to sing right now, I'd be like, oh, no way.
Well, I
don't
mean,
know.
the setting is kind of, you know.
Well, but it's like, it's the energy thing you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
When I was younger,
Oh,
I don't
I
know
see.
if this is bad. I'm just calling myself out left and right, telling you all my secrets. But I would want the most people in the room, because it's like, I worked so hard. I want to show you what I can do. So the more eyes on me would make me better. Like, I don't know what it was.
It's a good sign.
If there was like 4 people, I wouldn't perform as good if there was 1,000 people. Like, I don't know what it is. There's just, when I'm on stage, it's like I go out of my body.
That's
I
cool.
black out. I do the performance of my life, and then I come to, and I'm ready to go.
Wow.
Like, this is bad too. It's bad stage etiquette. If I'm invited to sing, like a guest singer, I'll perform and then I'll go out the back door. I hate attention. I hate people coming up to me and be like, you did amazing.
Yeah.
It makes me so uncomfortable. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I like being on stage.
Yeah.
Because I'm expressing myself and it feels good.
Yeah.
I do it for me. I could never be famous because I can't have people like, oh my God, I don't know, freaks me out.
Really? But it's like a love thing. It's like, hey, we loved what you did. We love that.
It's
That's
just
so good. You're so good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like your students, right?
Yeah. And it's I'm a hypocrite because I teach them
we
how
all
to do
struggle
that.
with it for sure. Yeah.
And I don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I tell my students that too. I'm like, don't do this because I do this. And I've been a little bit better about it, but I'm retired now, so.
Are you retired?
I'm
semi-retired. You're probably focusing more on teaching right now. So
that's like my passion right now. It's crazy. I never thought I'd be a teacher.
Yeah.
Everybody would be like, you should go to school for like music education. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, ew, no. And now here I am. But I think it's because I can teach my way. It's my curriculum.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I am writing the best curriculum. I'm going to get books published. I'm not kidding. That's my next project. The way I teach piano, I like pull from the Alfred's curriculum. I think Alfred's is the best. But there's things in there that I'm like, this is stupid. I don't like this. Not that it's stupid, sorry. But like, I would have done this differently. Yeah. The order of it. And I'm like, why are we doing this? We have, but yeah, I'm going to write my own piano books. It's going to be cool. Baylee's Music Academy. Yeah. Piano 1A.
Yeah. No, you're a pioneer,
So that's in the future for sure. But yeah, I love it. Teaching came at an accident. When I was in senior of high school, I had a parent be like, hey, can you like coach my kid? I was like, sure. And it was just for fun. Mm-hmm. And then like all through my college years, like I would have like 1 or 2 students. I'm like, whatever. And then I started teaching at Karen's dance studio. They do piano and voice. Okay. And, cause she's trying to build that triple threat. It's good. Yeah. And so I started teaching and I like all of a sudden had like 15 students and I just started developing this love for children, which I never thought. I've always been like kids, they're pure souls. Yeah. And it just like healed something in me. Absolutely. It's like my child self. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I could cry right now, but it's like, I don't know what it is. It's pure. Like it's pure. It's like, man, I want to build them up and nothing bad happen. Right. But I just was like, wow. And then scheduling conflicts, I performed way too much to the consistency that Karen's and Nicole was like, we love you, but all the makeups and stuff. It's just we want to keep a consistent schedule. Sure. And I'm like, I get that. So I left there. I didn't have a job for a while. And then, because I got paid to go to school, kind of cool. Sweet. Yeah. So I was living in a camper too. I had no bills. And even so, better. Yeah, I was a little hippie for a minute. But I finally was like, I need money. So I got like 3 tiny jobs. Like I worked for the music department. I was the choral librarian. So I did all like the entering music in the database and filing it and all that. I started teaching on the side. I put myself out there on Facebook, blew up. Yeah. I immediately had like 13 students, like from the get-go. I was like, whoa. And so I called I have a group of friends. They're amazing. They're all entrepreneurs too, business owners. They they own several buildings next to each other where Vino Noir is, where I bartend. Oh, yeah. Next to it is my classroom. And so I called my friend Garen and I was like, hey, I need a place to teach because I'm living in a camper. I can't teach at Karen's anymore. And he's like, yeah, go for it. Hell yeah. I was like, cool. And so I worked with Ben and Jeanette. They own Vino and Christine's Vineyard, and we worked out a schedule, and it was great. Well, then I started blowing up even more. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? And so Ben and Jeanette were like, we'll work with you. So I quit working on Thursdays so I could teach on Thursdays, and they have events in that room. So whenever there's parties, I just kind of pack my stuff away. Yeah. It doesn't happen all the time. Sure. But definitely going to need a new location probably That's a good soon. Problem to have. Yeah. But yeah, I have 33 students now. Wow. Since January. And I get a new student like every day almost now at this point. Yeah. Because word of mouth, it's crazy how word of mouth and just marketing
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, there's a desire. I mean, people want to learn that kind of stuff. And I mean, you can only do so much on YouTube and whatnot. But when you actually have a professional like you that's caring and has her own ideas and like, no, do this, do that. I mean, that's
I have a lot
in
of
this
students,
place too.
I have a lot of students that are like, yeah, I was trying to learn on YouTube. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Everyone's like, aren't you afraid AI is going to like take your job? Not this job.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Right. There's so much, like you said before, there's so much more going on during the lesson. Yes, we are learning how to sing. Yes, we're learning how to breathe. There's so much more about body composure and eye contact and, I mean, stuff I don't even, know about.
Like ChatGPT is not going to know what it feels like to be in your middle voice and where you need to place your sound.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's interesting.
It can research all the research it can.
Yeah.
But how's a kid going to read that on the screen and, oh, perfect, got it? No, there's no way.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
You're fine.
I'm fine.
You're good.
Yeah. But I never thought, circling back, never thought I'd be a teacher. But I love it. I love it more than performing.
Wow.
And I feel sad. I know my family is so proud of me. They've always supported me. But they spent so much money on me growing up, traveling and all of that. I'm so grateful. But I know they're a little bit sad I'm not singing. And so I feel bad about it. Like, I feel really sad right now just saying that.
Yeah.
Especially my grandma. She's like, oh, I just wish you'd sing. Like, just, like, do a show. And I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, respect that. Like, please, because I shouldn't feel guilty about that. You know?
Right.
Because I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I've never feel this fulfilled in my life.
Wow.
And every day I'm just like, what can I do to make my school better?
That's awesome.
Like, honestly, I have so many plans and goals. It's unreal. I cannot wait. And I have to tell myself one thing at a time.
Yeah. Right.
Like I do my students. You're baking the cake.
We got the layer cake going on.
Layered cake,
Yes,
Baylee.
yes.
This month, we'll put yard signs around
Yeah,
town.
right.
Next month,
Yeah.
when we have more money,
Yeah.
I'm just starting.
Right.
If I had more money, but I can't. I'm doing it on my own. I'm not pulling out alone. I
Right.
refuse.
Yeah.
But yeah, in about 6 months, I'm going to hire another teacher because my slots are so full. I can't.
Right.
In a matter of a month or two, I'm not going to be able to take any more students, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I will be hiring a teacher that has a degree in what they're doing. I will not be hiring someone that can just sing good. No way.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and a professional. And yeah, I crunched the numbers, and they'll be making a very good living teaching with me.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad about.
Yeah. It's hard to make a living doing that kind of stuff.
It is. Yeah. But I've adopted, I'm really good at, like, I feel like I'm a sponge sometimes because I'm really good at observing and, like, not realizing I'm observing, and then later in life being like, oh,
I did pick up on that.
I picked up on this, and I'm going to use that.
Oh, nice.
So it's like working at Karen's. Karen's gave me so many business ideas with, like, how to price and how a dance studio works. It's how I want my school to work. Monthly tuition.
Right.
You come in, like, things like that. It's like, well, duh. Like, why can't I make a music school, like a dance school?
Right.
It works the same.
You have, like, probably curriculum, like, levels, you know, like, here, this is level 1. Oh, you're really good. You're going to go to level 3.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to focus on. Yeah.
So, like,
it's like belt system in jiu-jitsu. Like, you're a white belt.
Yes.
Don't be doing that, you know. Oh, he's a purple belt. Like, he can do whatever.
Yeah. I'm just, my brain is just, I can't even organize.
What a good place
it
to
in
be, you know,
thoughts. I
like.
I'm overwhelmed, though. I haven't had, so going back to college, you know, I never asked my parents for anything. And I know if I would, they would. But it's something in me. Since I'm 18, I've never asked them for a dime. I've lived on my own. I have hit rock bottom more times than I'd like to admit. But never, ever did I ask for their help. And that's something I want to keep doing. But I forgot what I was going to say.
You're overwhelmed.
Oh, yes. I'm so overwhelmed. So, like, going back to college, I had to have several jobs and go to school. And then when I graduated, you know, I'm teaching. But I still, when I was getting started, I still needed a second job to pay my bills. You know, I'm on my own. And so...
You're not in the RV anymore, are you?
No, I live 1 block away from my bartending job and my school. I can just walk to work. And
That's
it's
amazing.
awesome. But yeah, so I haven't had a day off in like a year and a half.
That's good.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm overwhelmed because it's like I want to be able to get stuff done. I want to be able to go to the gym. I want to be able to do my my poor roommate. I had to get a roommate because I was like, I can't keep up. So my laundry is just everywhere. I'm never home.
Disregard.
Yeah, she's basically my roommate, but like, she's just my dog's babysitter actually.
Oh right.
Unlike my poor dogs.
Right.
They need somebody there. Yeah. So she really is just there to take care of my dogs. It's like a permanent dog
sitter.
Yeah, pretty much. So, but yeah, I'm about to. Next weekend's my last day at Vino. And
oh really?
I will be
bittersweet.
Solely supporting myself from my business, which is
that's
scary.
Exciting. Yeah. But imagine all the extra time and energy that you'll have.
I'm gonna have the weekends off.
Yep.
Everyone's like, why aren't you gonna have lessons on Fridays and Saturdays? I'm like,
I need some time.
You know how many people are gonna cancel because it's a Saturday afternoon, they got soccer or whatever? Yeah. Like, no way. But yeah, I'm excited to have some days off to really focus more on my school and my students. Yeah, they deserve it. They deserve me to be more together. I feel bad sometimes. I'm like, wait, what? I gave you that song? So I came up with a filing system.
Oh boy.
Every one of my students has a file now because I'm just so everywhere.
That's good.
So right before their lesson, I pull out the file.
No,
all
that's
right,
good.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's like profile each one. Like, where are we? Oh, here's strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to work on this because you can, do
and
this.
I feel bad. I'm like, it's not that I don't forget you. I promise.
have a lot of students.
But I've got 33 of you. It's a lot.
Yeah, right. So. Yeah. All different, walks. They're all different goals.
That's something I was going to tell you. I think the reason why I'm so fulfilled with teaching is it's not like math class where it's like, here's 2 plus 2, it's everybody is different.
Right.
So it's like I'm not performing anymore, but in a way I'm still like being creative and, every student is different. I'm becoming a better teacher every day as them performers and singers and musicians because I have to change myself, adapt to them because just because this technique works for this person, it might not work for this person. So I have to figure out a different way to teach it. And I think it's creative to me.
It is, yeah.
And there'll be times I'll be in the middle of doing something that I know works, and then I come up with an even better idea. And then inside, I try so hard to be like, wow, your teacher is a genius. I've done that a few times.
Right.
I've done that a
You're
few
so
times.
lucky to have me as a teacher.
My older students, we're all little besties with my teenage students. My younger students, I try to be more,
Right.
But some of my older students, I'm like, I am
the shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Listen to this.
Yeah. So, but it's a form of art in itself, and I just love it. Yeah. I've never been so happy. And I used to think, when I was like working in the restaurants, I was really good at the food industry, but I hated it. I hated it so much. It's tough. I could talk to you for 2 hours about how much I hate the food industry.
But you learn a lot.
But you do.
A lot of people skills.
But I used to like get really depressed because I'm like, I'm never going to get out. Because it
feels that way.
I had a bachelor's degree. I would apply at so many different jobs, any job, just to get a normal life. I wanted a 9 to 5. I used to think that, like, I just want to go to work every day and come home. Like, why can't I do that? I have a degree. I did everything right.
Yeah.
And it's like the world doesn't work that way. It doesn't. And that was a hard shape of reality,
especially
for me.
when you believed it for all those years.
Yeah, because that's what they teach you.
Yep.
Go to school, get good grades, go to college.
Well, and it worked
get
for
married,
a long time.
Then have a baby. It's like, that's just not the way the world works.
Right.
But yeah, I used to just be like, man, life sucks, and I'm never gonna be able to do what I love because performing's not gonna pay. This day and age, you can't just solely perform unless you're Lady Gaga. You know what I mean? It's like, it just doesn't work that way anymore, which sucks too. And so I never thought I'd be at this point, and I never thought it would be doing this.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy how life shapes you and guides you. And I'm so happy.
I love that you see it that way too.
Yeah.
Like the Florida move and then the move back. Like, a lot of people could get bitter in some of those points of life, you know, like this, nothing happened here. I just wasted my time. It's like, I like how you're aware and say like, no, there is good here.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know what it is now, but this happened for a reason that spun me into this and got me to here. And now this is like who I am because of it.
Yeah.
I
love when this girl's a psychopath, but no, I love when bad things happen. Not in the moment, obviously, but I love who I am. And if it wasn't for that, like, I've been robbed in my home. Let's just talk about all the bad things that have happened to me since I'm only 25.
Okay.
These are all the bad things that have happened to me. I got robbed in my home.
Okay. How'd that happen? Wait, I don't we should talk about that.
It gave me, I had to have a service dog after.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. I was letting my dog out to potty. And they just walked in with a knife.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And took my purse.
Okay.
And then left.
Okay.
I come back in with the dogs. My boyfriend is in the very back of the house with headphones on, like,
he has no idea.
Total movie scene. He's just like
Tarantino, straight
out
of Tarantino.
Yeah, and it's like, I immediately, because I was back then unmedicated and very OCD, and I was like, purse is gone. And so I was like, where's my purse? Where's my purse?
Wait,
and,
what? He did this. I thought he did it right in front of you. Like, he walked in with a knife.
Hold on.
Oh.
So I go back out. I'm like, where's my purse? And I noticed that we had like a laundry. We share laundry. And I noticed, this is how observant I am. It's crazy. I noticed the washer lid was open. So I walk up to it and there's soap on the clothes, but no one like started it.
Right.
Because whoever was at the washer noticed I left the door open and they helped themselves into my apartment.
I see.
Yeah. So immediately I go, hello.
Yeah.
You took my purse. Please give it back.
He went, oh, wow.
Yeah. And
But he's got a knife.
so they're like, we don't have it, whatever. I'm like, okay. So I call the cops. Okay. They come, whatever. It's like 2 a.m. The guy is beating the shit out of the girl in front of my door.
Whoa.
Okay. And she's like, help me. And I'm like,
wait, and the boy's back there with his headphones on
well,
still?
we were in bed.
Oh, my God.
And this is what's so frustrating about men. It's like they sleep so hard that, like, women were immediately like, you know, but him, he was just like, what's going on? I'm like, someone's dying in our front. And it took him like 5 minutes to just come to. I'm like, what's going to happen if like something bad was happening to me?
Something bad is happening.
Yeah, something bad is happening. So I called the cops again. I was afraid to open the door.
Yep,
I'm a piece of shit for that. But
well,
let me continue the story, and then you're going to be like, you should have let her get. Anyway.
I know that. I've done that before.
Anyway. I call the cops again. I'm like, hey, it's me again. You need to come back. So they come back, and they they didn't arrest him. I don't know why, but they de-escalated it, whatever. And then he starts so it was an old house that they turned into apartments. It's on Pennsylvania. It's a crack house. If you guys ever want to check it out, it's 801.
I do need a good
South
crack dealer.
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
It's right behind the Salvation Army.
Perfect.
So, yeah, it's a great place.
Oh.
If I ever have kids and they want to,
be
ungrateful,
yeah.
I'm going to drop them off at the crack house.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just going to make a small loop.
This is your new home if you don't stop acting up.
You're unappreciative? Okay. Yeah. This is where mommy lived. Anyway. I shouldn't have kids. Anyway, I was raised really.
No, you're a good teacher. I mean, that would teach them a lesson very quickly.
Yeah.
Mom, please.
I did that to my dog once because every time I would open the car door, he would bolt out.
Oh yeah. And
he wouldn't listen to me. So one time I let him bolt out, and I got back in the car and I drove off. He's a tiny Yorkie, okay? Mm-hmm. He literally was just like, Mom. Oh no. It broke my heart, actually. I will never do that again.
But it worked?
It worked. He does not jump out of the car now. I'm like, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that's why you're a good teacher.
Yeah.
You're willing to teach the hard lessons.
Yeah, I am. Well, that's how my dad taught me. My mom was always like, Travis, like, don't be so mean. My dad's like, no, this is not how the world works.
Yeah.
And so I adapted that, and that's like, I think that's why when shit happens to me, I'm like, well, you can't sit down and dwell on it. It's not how the world works. Yeah. Fix it. Come on.
Yeah.
You only have yourself. You can't rely on other people. but you can. I'm learning that right now.
Yeah, there's a balance in there for sure.
I'm learning
the masculine and the feminine type of energies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's a very masculine way of looking at things.
I definitely think I'm like the man of the relationship most of the time, but it's just because my dad, dude. My dad's my buddy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, he's I can't sleep at this point, so I'm like peeking through the windows, like, you know.
Did you get your purse back?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So he's like pacing the front porch with a knife.
Awesome.
And I'm like,
it's good crack.
Yeah, I'm like, wake up again. Yeah. And he's like, well, I'll go out there. I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. Yeah, right.
Like, what? He goes, he's probably like trashed the purse at this point. Like, let's get it back, whatever. Oh, mind you, my mom moved to Florida the day before.
Awesome.
So my birth certificate, my social security card, everything important is in this purse.
Oh, great.
My dog's shot records, like everything. Okay? Try going to the DMV.
Yeah, sure.
Try going to the Social Security office. Well, you need your birth certificate. Well, I don't have it.
Right.
Well, you need your ID. Well,
sorry.
Yeah, it's like, what do I do? And like, I remember having a breakdown at the DMV, at every place. And I was like, this can't be the first time this has happened. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Like, what? They don't have a system in place for this.
No, that's
I'm like, can I get a new social security number? You can't get a new social security number unless you've been adopted or in the witness protection program.
Really? I didn't know that.
That's it. Those are the only two.
So if you lose it, that's it.
Yeah. Even if someone steals their identity, they still won't give you a new social security number. Because that's what I was telling him. Like, well, what if he uses it?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm like, what?
Hopefully.
I'm like, this country sucks. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, well, I should probably be in the witness protection program after
well, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, so give me a new number. But yeah, so I remember like sobbing. And then this guy is like, well, fill out this paper. I'm like,
this will be helpful.
What? And they were able to like call my pediatrician from when I was a child to get a copy of my shot records to like prove it was me or something. I don't know.
Wow.
But that's like a big like, we can't do that. And like exception. And so I had to fill out that paper and then they were able. So if it wasn't for Dr. Escara, thank you, I wouldn't have been able to get a new driver's license, anything.
Well, I thought you got your purse back though.
So I did.
Or maybe you did, but it was
a week
empty.
later. So the detective, her name's Detective Baylee. So I thought that was really cool. I know.
Are you talking about yourself?
No. Yeah. So I know a lot of people hate on the cops, especially here or whatever, but I am so grateful for them because it was a purse and they still like Detective Baylee like got it back for me. But I think because of who it was, they were out for this guy. This guy and girl are like con artists. They like literally will or it's really the girl, which is crazy because she's like changed now. My friend does her hair and I'm like but anyway,
that's very con artist. I've changed.
She's like married and has a baby and like she has this like perfect little American life and I'm like, good for you.
Yeah.
But
stay over there.
There was one time someone posted about one of the little things she did. She sold a phone to this guy, but it was a stolen phone.
Oh, cool.
And so he posted about it. And I have screenshots still. Hundreds. She did this to me. We were at the creek one time and she like constantly. Because she would just steal from people all the time. And so Detective Baylee was like, we just got to get her in the act. And she'll be in jail for a very long time. And because at first she was like, do you want to press charges on the girl? I'm like, no, she just got beat up in my front door. You know, at this point, I thought it was this guy the whole time. Yeah. She goes, no, it's the girl. That's why she got beat up. I was like, oh, that makes sense. So I'm sending her pictures of the stuff she took. And I had, mind you, it was about to pay rent. I had like $800 in
this
that purse.
This purse was loaded.
Yeah. Which is weird. I do appreciate this. Thank you to the girl that stole my purse. She ripped everything in the purse except for my dog shot records.
Very important. And
my birth certificate and social card. Everything else ripped. Every piece of paper I had, you know, I was in college. I'm sure there was, who knows what was in there. Yeah. 2 shreds except for those. So
very strange.
Thank you, I
Yeah.
think. She called me. They were able to get a warrant, and it was sitting right there in the apartment. And of course, no money in there. Whatever, I don't care. But I remember leaving the station and getting to the house, and the blinds were sitting up, and she's sitting in the corner, like just traumatized, like whatever.
Been a long night for her.
Yeah,
too.
and so I remember walking in the front door, and the walls are thin. You know, they built these fake rooms out of this house. I remember just banging. This was before I was medicated. I was seeing red, banging on the door, and I was like, if I ever see you, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I was very violent back in the day.
I like it.
And I was like, I have the money to bail myself out of jail. So run if you see me. Like, I was like, I am not kidding.
No, that's good.
Because this girl had the balls to fucking go into my apartment the next morning before I got my purse back and be like, thank you so much.
Oh, wow.
And I remember sitting her on my couch and be like, if you have my shit, just give it back.
Right.
Just give it back.
Yeah.
All is forgiven. She would not budge. And I knew she was lying the whole time. And that's why I was like, if I ever see you.
Yeah. That's wild you let her in.
Well, I thought it was a boyfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought I was playing, she was playing me. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was like, poor girl. She's getting beat up.
Yeah.
No.
Like you
I would
behind
beat you
all
up
this.
too.
Yeah,
Are you
right,
kidding me?
Right. Wow.
Yeah. But so the owner of Threads got robbed at gunpoint by this guy the same night or the night before or something. Same timeline.
Recently, yeah.
And so when I had to go to court for this. It was a big thing.
Jeez.
They put our cases together so that they could put this guy away for 10 years.
Oh,
so
wow.
In Missouri, they have this thing where multiple crimes can be put together.
Oh, I see.
And so they're like, if you want him gone for a longer time, I'm like, yes. You know, this was before.
What do I have to
this
do?
was like
before
I knew everything.
Yeah.
And he's going to get out of prison one day and find me and kill me, I swear, because he didn't actually do that. But, I'm like waiting in the back, you know, before you go in the courtroom, and I'm like, what are you doing here? And they're like, oh yeah. And so he's like telling me what this guy did to him, and I was like, whoa. Yeah. And I got interrogated hardcore by his lawyer.
Ooh,
and I was just like, but this is what happened. She was like trying to trick me, like get me to change my story, and I'm just like, this is what happened.
Right.
This is what happened.
Right.
Like, but anyway, yeah. So
that's intense.
It was crazy, and yeah. But he got out for like good behavior or whatever, and saw him at the mall one time. That was scary.
And nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
That's
I don't
good.
think because like when I knocked on the door that night, his pupils were like, he was on something.
Yeah, sure.
I don't even think he remembers anything that happened.
Yeah.
Which is good for me.
I was thinking the same thing.
He's gonna watch this podcast and be like,
if he makes it this far,
Yeah.
God bless him. God bless him.
But yeah, anyway, they're both just shitty people, and now she's living her best life with a baby, and my best friend does her hair. So, yeah.
But you have your own music school.
I do.
And you have 33 students.
I do.
Yes.
My goal, I can fit 68.
Jeez.
And then if I have
let's say
another
you have
teacher-
68. Do you take them all at once? Is it like it feels like a little mini church service if that's what happens? Like they all come in together, or
No, it's all private.
68 students private. Is that per hour? Like
So it
1
can
hour
be.
per
I can do
student?
68 half hour or 34 full hours. So I have only
Okay.
worked 34 hours a week. So that's kind of cool.
That's super cool.
So right now I have 19 or more because I have 33 now. I don't know. I have like 21 half hours and like, I don't know, 9 or 10 full hours currently. So it's like, yeah, that's what I can fit. So
I come in for a half hour. Like how is the lesson structured? Like what would be?
We would warm up. So if it's our first day of lesson, I'd pick your brain. What are some goals? Because you're older. If you're 6 or 8, you're a child, you don't know yet because we haven't worked enough. But you know yourself enough to be like, I'm an adult and I'm in lessons for a reason. So I have 2 ladies in their 60s that want to do better in the church choir. So that's why they come to see me.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like they have a specific goal. So it's like I'm not going to waste your time with, doing the stuff that children do. Tell me what you want. I'll do it. So that's what I would do with you first. Okay, what are some goals? And then, of course, like, I'm going to pick out, like, classical repertoire, musical theater repertoire, but I also let you pick a song. Okay. So this is what my teacher did growing up to keep you engaged, because what 8-year-old wants to sing Bach? You know what I mean? Or, you know. So what's your favorite song? Okay, let's work on it. But I trick them, because it's like the skills you learn with Sure on the Shining Night, you can apply with Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? But they don't realize that. So it's like, I'm going to build up those techniques with the more classical songs, and you'll just naturally become better at singing Taylor Swift.
They translate both ways. Yeah,
it does.
I like that.
So yeah, that's what I would do with you as a child. I would just kind of explain how everything worked, tell them the whole I pick a song, you pick a song thing, and then we warm up and I teach them. So what I do is I'll say the words first. These are the words you're saying.
Like the lyrics.
Yeah. And then I will speak the words in the rhythm.
Oh, okay.
So that they learn rhythm. Before, just like my piano students, before you touch those keys, we are analyzing that music.
Okay, yeah.
Because you can't express yourself through a song if you don't know what you're singing about, right?
Sure.
So I'm stealing this from Dr. Allen, thanks. Lately, I've been making my students, like, speak to me the words, like a poem.
Oh, that's
or,
cool.
You know what I mean? Right. I'm like, if you were talking to your best friend right now, how would you say these?
Yeah.
How would you say these words? Right. Not how I would. It's not about me.
And don't try to sing them, not melodically or whatever.
Yeah, just speak it from your heart.
Right.
And you'll learn that, because this has happened to me several times, I think a song means this. And then later, while I'm still working on it, I'm like, it means this. And then I'm automatically like, wow. Yeah. And then when I'm singing, I'm like able to connect to it and sing, because that's what it's about. You don't want to come to lessons and sing Italian and, all right, I sang Italian.
That was cool. Yeah.
So it's, I don't know. I just think I just teach so much different than other people, but I like it, because you got to have love and express yourself and learn about yourself, and music's just so good for that. There's really just so much to,
Well, I think that's why people don't want to sing, or they're afraid to sing, because it is so revealing of the person. Like I would not want to get in front of a bunch of people, because it's, when I don't know how, technically, but it's like such a reveal. Like I'm completely vulnerable in front of you. I could talk all day, because I can control it, but like when you sing, it's like, it's deeper, right? It feels deeper.
You got to have so much muscle control too.
Yeah, and like, breathing technique, right?
So I'm going to nerd out. Can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you do.
Can I explain the body's anatomy and how singing works? My teacher took me to a cadaver lab. I got to look at dead bodies. Like, I am...
So you've had great teachers.
I had... Dr. Allen's amazing. And Pam Brumley. Like, yes. So... if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't be able to teach the way I do. I feel like I'm Rain Man. I could I wouldn't even have to look at you. Just hearing your voice, I know exactly where you're placing the sound, what you're doing with your mouth. I know, and I know how to fix it. But it's only because I know the anatomy so well. So, okay, I want to make sure I explain this and it makes sense, because I get excited sometimes. Okay, so you have vocal folds. There are not vocal cords. They're folds. Okay. They're like this. They're not like this. They're like this.
Interesting.
So when you get scoped, you have to go through your nose. It's a bird's eye view.
Oh, okay.
So it's like this.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the air traveling through is what vibrates it. Okay. Without air, we cannot make sound. Right. It doesn't create vibration. So you have to have air. Singing is all air. So, okay, you have your body. You've heard of diaphragm before, right? Sure. So before you take a deep breath, your diaphragm's like this. When you take a breath, it flattens, pushes your organs down. Your exterior and interior intercostal muscles, those are in between your ribs. A lot of people think that your ribs are involuntary, but they're voluntary. You can move them. You can control them. So they're like kind of both.
Breathing?
The muscles in them, if you think really hard, I can
I can open my rib cage.
Yeah, you can. I'm doing it right now. I don't, you know what I mean? So they move out of the way like this.
Okay.
So that your lungs can expand. Okay?
Okay.
Diaphragm's flattened. And so when you are a singer, you want to keep everything out and firm. It's the foundation. So that when you push the sound, it's controlled, it's beautiful, it's good tone, all of that. So if we were taking a voice lesson, that would be our first lesson.
That's a good lesson.
Breathing.
Yeah, good.
So
that's what I'm coming to school for.
Yes.
Is breathing.
Yes. So right now I want you to grab your ribs, okay?
Okay. And
I want you to not breathe with your chest. Try really hard to think about your ribs and them coming out. So take a deep breath. Now I want you to hold your ribs out and breathe all your air out without collapsing your ribs. Don't collapse your ribs.
That's tough.
That's how you sing. My ribs are still engaged, and they will not collapse until I am done.
Wow.
So sometimes I'm dripping in sweat when I'm singing opera because it's like it takes so much muscle.
You have to be. I'm not aware of that at all. Like this is like the first time I'm aware of the collapse. You know.
Yeah.
Because most of the time my breathing is someone's punching me in the face.
Yeah.
And so it's like I have to keep strong. I want that to collapse and protect, but also that's how you run out of breath. Is you're like, I forgot to breathe. So
yeah. So when you go to bed tonight, right when you're getting super sleepy, before it's, your body will naturally breathe this way. Humans are lazy, and we've taught ourselves, I can't even breathe this way now, like with your chest, but a lot of people breathe, right? Right. But it's
which is not getting you any oxygen.
No, this is how our bodies are built. It's a natural thing. Keeping your ribs, that is a singing thing. Your ribs will, with natural.
Fluctuate.
Yeah. But that is the foundation to everything. 9 times out of 10, my students are like, I can't hit that note. Why am I flat? I'm cracked. What's going on? I'm like, 99% of the time, I'm like, it's your breath.
Yeah.
And this is why AI could never take my job, because it's a thing in the brain. Like, my students will come to me and they're like, I'm struggling with this. And it's almost like they need me to be like, you got this.
Oh, right.
Because it takes 2 minutes and then they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't do that. You did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the same thing with Dr. Allen. I would be like, I can't do this. And she'd be like, well, relax your jaw. Yeah. And then I'm like, whoa,
there it is. Yeah.
You're brilliant. In reality, I just needed her to give me that confidence.
Right.
A ChatGPT would never be able to do that. Right. I mean, I guess so. You got this.
Right.
But
it's different from a person, especially a mentor, someone like you look up to.
Yes.
Like that, and that you trust. It's like, oh, okay, I will try the jaw thing. Oh shit, it works.
Yeah. It's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna keep nerding out. I hope that's okay.
Nerding out is my favorite.
So, the difference between opera, country, pop, is vocal pedagogy. It's all on how you shape your mouth, place your sound. It's just like accents, right? Well, I talked in a British accent. It's because I'm doing different things in my mouth, right? To make these sounds. That's all it is. It's vocal pedagogy. Okay. A lot of actors do the same thing as singers. So to have a more rounder sound and a more ringy sound, I'm going to drop my jaw. I could sing the same note and it sound operatic, and then change the shape of my mouth and it sound like I'm belting on Broadway. It's crazy.
And it's probably such a subtle change too.
And that's why it takes so long. That's why you're in lessons your whole life. I promise you, Lady Gaga and all these singers are still taking lessons. You never stop taking lessons. It's just because there's so much. Like, you can have unlimited growth. You can get better and better and better. But yeah, it's crazy what just the slightest change in your face, your breath, however, changes your sound.
Yeah.
And it's hard. This is something that I struggled with Dr. Allen. Me and Dr. Allen, we'd have like mental boxing matches. I really pushed that lady. I'm so sorry.
No, it's good for her too.
Yeah. I'm sure. She's the
like,
best.
Thank God she graduated.
Yeah. No, yeah. I had so many mental breakdowns in her office. She's amazing. But there were so many times where I'm just like, but I want to sing it like this. This sounds good to me. And she'd be like, no, you have to sing it like this. And it would make me so mad because I'm like, this is how I feel it. This is how I express it, whatever, you know. And sometimes I would move my body a certain way, which would collapse my ribs or whatever. She's like, you can't do that. I'm like, but it feels so good to do that.
It feels right.
Yes. And I think that's where, you know, with my students, I'm like, okay, because it was those little things that made me hate singing. Because it's like, why am I singing it then if I can't feel it this way?
Yeah.
But I understand Dr. Allen's point of view because it's like, this is what is the right technique to do this. This is what's going to make you better. And I got that. But it's like, but I want to do it this way. Yeah. You know,
like,
so
how do you pull those together?
How do you put them together?
Right.
And so, you know, I have to have those conversations with my students. I'm like, I get it. It feels so good to do it this way. But if you do it this way for so long, you'll be able to do it that way eventually. Right. But you have to do it like this for now. Right. You know? And yeah, it's just, it's those things. It's you gotta bake the cake, you know? And so vocal pedagogy, it's hard. It's hard to understand that. But because
how would you
of it...
Sorry. How do you even study it? Like, or how do you even...
There's a book.
There's a book?
There's a class.
Wow.
Yeah, it's... it's just, it's like, so, it's science. Like,
that's some deep stuff. Like,
yeah,
it's
crazy. You know, they call it chest voice, middle voice.
Chest voice?
Head
or
voice.
Chest voice?
Yeah, so like, when you're singing in certain registers, it resonates. You feel it resonating.
Yes.
It's not really. It's all coming out of your mouth. But for some reason, I personally need to study more. I want to get my doctorate in pedagogy. I'm not kidding.
You should.
But it's like, you feel the resonance down in here, behind your nose, and then just in stratosphere. Yeah. Like, so when we're talking right now, you feel it here, right?
Sure.
That's your chest voice. When you sing in the same frequencies, the same register, you're gonna feel it there. But if you sounded like an owl, ooh, 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 we've all made those noises. That's how I teach middle voice. Sound like an owl. Okay. That's your middle voice. But it's like weird.
Middle? You say middle voice? Okay.
You're gonna feel it up in your face.
Okay.
And so it's hard teaching middle voice because a lot of young kids, they'll sing with their chest voice everything. So they're raising their chest voice up into a register that needs middle voice. And they're like, well, I just can't sing high because it gets tight. Yeah. And that's one of the things where I'm like, you're not placing your sound where you need to. Yeah. That's why you're flat. That's why it hurts. That's why it's not coming out. Ooh, ooh, you know,
let's go up here.
Soft palate, larynx, everything moves. There's muscles in your larynx. There's cartilage, and you know, it's crazy. Have you ever looked at a larynx?
No.
It's wild looking. But yeah, it's just those little things that, like, again, AI will never be able to do it.
No,
like, but it's all feeling. Yeah. And I use that. I use sounds we make our whole lives to connect to teaching. I'm not going to pull out a book and be like,
this is how
technically,
it says. Yeah.
No, that's like, they'll never get it that way. But if I have a young student and they're really breathy and only sing in chest voice their whole life, some students are naturally, they have the mechanics naturally and they can hit all the registers. I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah, good for you.
But it's like 99% of the time, chest voice. And so that's their homework for the whole week. All week long, I just want you to go, woo, woo, woo. Yeah.
I'm paying for this?
Yeah. And then I'm like, then let's put it with the words, right? I want you to speak up in your middle voice because this is what it's going to feel like. Or to get the breath support thing, I'll have us talk, but I'll have us elongate the talking because you're going to feel your muscles start to squeeze because I'm pushing more air to elongate these words right now. And that's singing. Just put it with pitches. It's just so thing people don't realize. And this is where I'm like, I'm a nerd. But it's like, that's the curriculum I teach. It's, let's take what we already know and then put a little bit in there. Right. And now you're singing. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, it's overcomplicated, right? Most people are like, oh, how do I sing? She's up here. It sounds like this. It's like, wait, if we break it down into these steps, this is really what is happening. It's like they're relearning what singing is, because probably this is exactly how martial arts works as well. People come in and they have a preconceived idea of what it is, and then they start to train, and then they think, oh, that was just some sort of weird delusion that I had. I'm sure singing is the same way. Like I would come in and think I know how to sing, or I get the idea of singing, and you'd probably tear it up and say, we're going to start down here. Make your owl noises.
You're like, what is going on? But I like those two ladies that want to sing better in the church choir. Like it's sad because they're like, do you think you can like help me, or am I hopeless? I'm like, no, nobody is. Like,
that's good.
People, it's again mental health, and this is what I focus all my lessons on. Like, don't fill your brain with negativity. Don't do it. Don't. You can do anything. Your brain, especially with my piano players, they'll get anxiety and they'll keep messing up, or they don't want to look at the music because they're afraid their fingers are going to be in the wrong spot. I'm like, you've already mapped the path in your brain. Your brain already knows. Don't think. Don't. And then they'll play it perfectly.
Yes.
I'm like, you don't realize how smart your brain is.
Right.
You don't.
Get out of the way.
It's your frontal lobe, your anxiety getting in the way of being better. And that's why we set the goals that we do. It's crazy. But like I'm like, I had a lady on Tuesday. We just started. She's so sweet. I love her. She was an alto in the choir. And so we're doing warm-ups, and I did the owl thing. And I was like, have you ever made a siren? I know you can. Woo! Right?
Yeah.
That's those high notes that you hear. Oh, I can't do that. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You've done a siren, right? It's the same sound placement as head voice. So that's how I teach it now.
Interesting.
Instead of being like, okay, we're in head voice.
Yeah.
Because of immediately the anxiety. Well, I can't do that.
Yep.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Make a siren right now.
Right.
Boom. Proved you're wrong.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, their range, what they thought, went from here to here. And now we're singing soprano rep and alto rep. And it's this crazy.
Just a slight variation.
It's just a different way of looking at it.
Right.
And we use what you already feel and what you already know. And I do it with men. I have I think he's like 40. His name's Josh. He's awesome. He is just a tatted up, just, he came in the first lesson. I was like, okay, sweetest man ever. And he does theater.
Okay.
I love theater, but I want to get into musical theater. And he's like, I just feel like I need some lessons. I want to be better.
Yeah.
He does this solely for himself. He doesn't have goals to be, maybe he does.
Sure.
I don't know. Sorry, Josh. He doesn't have goals to be on Broadway.
Yeah.
He does it because he loves it and he wants to do better for himself.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't need a reason to be in lessons. You don't need a reason to start guitar or start martial arts.
Right.
Do it for yourself.
Absolutely.
That's why we're on this planet.
Yep.
We don't have to prove anything to anybody. But he came in with the tiniest range. So he thought. At the last recital, he's only been taking lessons for like 3 months with me.
Wow.
Last recital, he's belting a G.
Wow.
In Take Me As I Am from Jekyll and Hyde. And like.
That's incredible.
And he was like, I would have never thought I could do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you always could.
Yeah.
You just need to
showed you
figure out how to do it. Yeah. So I'm on a mission right now. I know this is probably I'm not going to prove myself right. But
Whoa. We just talked about being positive.
I know.
So let's reverse that. You are going to
prove myself right.
There you go.
I have this hypothesis.
One of those, yeah.
Yeah. That anybody can sing high and low.
That is the next subject of your next documentary.
Yeah.
You're just going to take two random non-singers. They're like, I've never even thought about singing, and just 3 months of practice and dedication, and then come to the end of it and be like, there you go.
Yeah. And then they're in Carnegie Hall like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just a nerd. I could talk about this all
I love
day.
that kind of stuff, though. Because less singing and more vocal. Like, I've noticed, I did a video the other day. We went to the spa at Downstream. Yeah. And I was like, this is me before the 2-hour massage or whatever. And then I came back and I was like, this is me. My voice was so low because I was so relaxed.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need that, like that power behind that deep voice. I'm like, I want that. but it's like I can feel my vocal cords or my vocal, what you call it, flaps, my flaps being too tight because of like, whatever, anxiety, stress, too much caffeine. And it was the relaxation of like my full voice could come out. So that's the resonance of voice, like how you say things, the different pitches that you put on certain things. Like my wife says this a lot. She's like, why'd you say it like that? And I was like, I didn't mean it bad, it just kind of came out like that. So like being able to control, like to be soft when you need to be soft, or to be, you ever come in my apartment again, you don't want them to think you're kidding, so that part of it really resonates with me.
Yeah. I think it's like a defense, it's like a survival thing that we were given, I think, to be able to yell, to be able to speak gently to babies, nurturing, you know what I mean? Like,
it's touching people without touching people, right? Like the vibrations of my voice touching your ears and you deciphering it and deriving meaning from it. Like I could give you an emotion through my voice by saying something, right? And you could do it back.
Yeah.
There's nothing else I can think of without physical contact that can do that.
Yeah.
Maybe art.
Yes.
Maybe like creating something,
like a painting. Like a painting.
But like contact to contact.
You're going to decipher that painting differently than I would.
And it's a proxy, right? Yeah. It's like I made this painting. You're like, that's beautiful. But like to this, my voice touching, so there is something about connection with the voice, and particularly singing too. Like every group of people throughout all of history have had some sort of vocal, like, I don't know, gathering or ritual, or lullabies or tribal dances, or you probably studied all this kind of stuff.
I did. Music history. It's a lot.
It's almost language before language, right? Pre-language.
Yeah. So, back then, way back then, if you didn't have money, you couldn't read, right?
Right.
So back then, a lot of parents in public schools always throw a fit because they're like, they're forcing my child to sing these religious songs.
Oh, yeah.
But it's you have to sing stuff in the 14, 15, 16, 1700s to learn music. But that's all they had back then. You were not allowed to, I'm sure they did, but you sang for the church. When you made music, it was for the church. It was for the king and queen. There were composers that wrote specifically for the king and queen. And like, that's why the music back then, it all is, it's not like today where there's all this random,
Well, the architecture too, right? Like all the churches and stuff, like you go in there.
They built those churches for the music.
Right.
Now you go to church and it's like a mega church in a metal box, So it's just, that's just how it was back then. But back then, way back then, like it started with Gregorian chant.
Oh, I love Gregorian chants.
And so they finally were like, this is what I tell my students. I'm like, all right, let me nerd out. I always tell my students, you have to let me nerd out. And I don't care if you don't care, but I'm going to tell you this.
Right.
So they were like, we need to document this. Like, we can't like carve it in these caves. Like, we need to be able to like, and so that is why we have 5 lines on the staff, because we have 5 fingers. So they would teach using their hands. But before that, there was only 3 lines, and it was a colored system. Then it was black.
Where is this in history? Like European medieval type stuff, or like Neanderthals hanging out in the
like before there was paper. Like,
okay.
Way, like, I don't want to say a date and be wrong, and then people comment on the podcast, like, she's so stupid. No. But yeah, so they started teaching with like hands, and that's why we have solfege, do, re, mi, fa, so.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they taught with the hands. So if humans had,
you did it earlier, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
And then it's like, this would be E, G, B, D, F on the staff. F, A, C, E. A treble clef. And so it's like, that's how they taught. And so it makes me wonder if we had 4 fingers or if we had 6 fingers, if the staff
it would be very different. Oh, absolutely.
But then I'm like, maybe not, because of the pitches are the pitches.
That's true.
I don't know. It's weird how all of that worked. But
it's like, did we create physics, or did we discover it type thing?
Yeah.
Like, is music always music? If an asteroid hits tomorrow and we forget everything, do we have the 5 scale? Like, does that redevelop? I think
so, because it's like,
the laws of the universe. It is.
It's like the pitches are the pitches. That's never going to go away.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah. wow, you made my brain go somewhere it's never been. That's cool.
Trippy. It is.
I'm gonna yeah.
Well, I mean, the pitches, there are certain hertz, right? I mean, that's what
frequencies,
and
hertz.
I mean, a hertz, it's, you can't, whatever 420 hertz is, like is the hertz.
That's the hertz.
Like that's it, right? Yeah. You can create it with your voice or an instrument or whatever, but it's always that vibration.
Yep. That's so cool.
So we would probably, I mean, just rediscover them.
Yeah. We just figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like hearts or brains, you know, doctors, the hearts always work the way it's worked. Doctors just figured it out. Same thing, you know. Yeah.
True.
So I'm sure if the world blew up and we made a new one, music would still be the same.
Yeah.
It would be rediscovered the same way, maybe in a different order or whatever.
That would be the key, right?
Yeah. I don't think we'd have kings and queens beheading us if we wrote a tritone. Like, it used to, like...
Did that happen?
...be illegal to write a tritone because they thought it was Satan.
What's a tritone?
You know,
Like, can you hear it? Or, like...
Yeah, it's like
or is it a song? Or, like...
It's like a certain, it's like a voice leading no-no back then, like, with the church. It's like a... You know...
Let's look it up.
Google it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's look it up.
That was a long time ago in college.
Like, would I just say tritone, satanic tritone?
Just say, what is a tritone?
Okay.
In music theory.
And so it was illegal, like, because they thought
it was like Satan.
Oh, Trigun. Sorry, that's an anime. Sorry. I was thinking about that. Boy, this... Is that how you, or...
Yeah.
Dang. Easy now.
Here,
easy.
I can pull out my phone.
Okay. I should have had this up. Tritone poker. Is it TRITON?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, first one.
It's a
when you play
interval.
a tritone 666 times, is this guy? Here you go. What tritones? We'll do this one.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
It's 3 whole tones, exactly halfway through an octave. That's what you hear in like scary movies.
Right. Okay.
It's the devil's interval.
What? How did that come about?
It's a diminished fifth. That's all it is.
It sounds like it clashes, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It's diminished. Because if he were to play D and then A, it would sound major and happy.
Which is like one, which is like one.
It's like a doorbell, like in the movies when someone's there and they don't want them to be
true,
and it like echoes through the house, you know.
But they hated it that much, like they would. Wow.
So, and here's why. So back then they thought that, and this is why the churches were so strict and everything about what type of music was written in. They thought that because music makes you feel certain ways, they thought it would permanently like make you evil or make you happy or make you sad. So like when they would have war, they would like play like really angry like woo music because they thought their soldiers would like, you know, forever and like they'd win and whatever, but it's only
while it's
happening.
Right.
Yeah. So isn't that cool?
It's super cool.
Yeah.
I used to do that as a teenager. I'd go out to the garage and be like with my skateboard and I would play, I'm feeling sad, like put on some hymn, you know, or I'm feeling excited, put on some Linkin Park, you know. It's like, it's a enhancer to how you feel. Yeah. Which is funny that we do it for sadness, but it's like, let's ramp this sadness up as much as we can, you know. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of the history.
That's.
I really did not pay attention like I should have in music history. I regret that. But you know, when you're 18, I think people shouldn't go to college until they're like 22, 23. I really do. I think they need to experience life and then go to college. Yeah. Because I did not soak in what I should have the first time. But then I went out in the real world and then I came back and I soaked up way more.
Right.
And,
well, because you were ready to be there too.
Yeah. And like
decided.
all the younger kids because I was like old. It's crazy. I wasn't old, but they made me feel old. There was one time, I'll never forget this. We were in a show and we were in the green room, and I was like friends like with these people.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was one of their
who
birthdays.
are 2 years younger than you are or something.
It was one of their birthdays, and I just happened to be like, oh my God, it's your birthday. And I was like, what are you doing, you know? And he's like, well, I'm going to have like people over at my house and we're going to celebrate. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, can I come? I would love to like celebrate you. And I'll never forget, he looked at me and was like, aren't you like a little old?
Oh,
I won't forget that.
Damn.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Because this person, we went on tour. This person followed me around like a lost puppy the entire tour, which was fine. But that's just where my brain went. I'm like, you won't let me go to your birthday party, but you would not leave my side on tour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's because like you're more developed, you know, like spiritually or whatever.
Yeah.
Teaching yourself piano, such or like all that kind of stuff, and the way that you think and the way that you grew up. It's like that's probably feels more like to a person like him.
Yeah.
It's like you're older, aren't you? Like you have to be 40s, you know, because like you're so different and developed and open.
Yeah.
Could be that.
Yeah. Could be. But I was just like,
that's how I would take it.
I was like, do I need? And then like, because when I came back to college, nobody was there that was there. Like everyone had graduated. It'd been like 3 years almost, and so I was like, nobody knew who I was.
Which is kind of nice, right?
It was, and I came into the semester a few weeks late because my grandma was in Barnes Hospital, and I was in St. Louis with her. I was like, I'm not going back like till I feel better. Right. So I was just doing stuff online. So I come in like 2 weeks in the semester. Everyone's like, who are you? And so everyone just thought I was like 30. Like they just assumed I was like in my 30s. Okay. And I was just like,
excuse me?
I'm 20. At the time I was 23. I was like, I'm 23. Like what the heck?
Calm down.
Yeah. And so and then that comment happened, and I was like, do I need Botox? Do I just look old? But it was just funny. I remember telling Dr. Allen that. She was like, what? I'm like, I know.
Like, aren't you a little bit young to having birthday parties?
Yeah.
I didn't want to go anyway.
That's what I was like, oh.
And I'm not buying you booze.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could have.
Yeah, I was going to, but.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
It's crazy because we go on tour and I get a margarita. I love margaritas. And nobody else could. And I'm like... loser.
Right. This tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
What do you mean go on tour? Like what?
So we were in like an elite group that.
This is in college.
Yeah.
Okay.
So chamber choir. Okay. We would go on a tour every year to like we'd go far away and like sing at high schools to like get people
them pumped
at Southern pretty much. Like
cool,
look how good we are. You should come to Southern. And then they'd of course like use some of us like I ended up not having to pay for school because I got like so many scholarships. Hell and so then. You know, we'd talk about that. So then it's like, we're amazing and you get all this money. Come to Southern, you know. So it was a lot of fun. It was the highlight of my college because we were just crazy kids.
Yeah,
and,
that's super fun.
After we were like, oh, then at the night we'd be like,
margaritas.
You know, yeah, margaritas. So, yeah, you know, college kids. But it was a lot of fun.
That's cool. So you had a great time at MSSU.
I did.
Yeah. Seems like a great school.
It is. It's really like the music department is just honestly, it's better now, but it did get to the point where it was a little too lax. Like, you know, like these professors are doctors and students are calling them by their first names, you know, and they're just getting a little too comfy. Sure. And that always rubbed me a little wrong because I'm like, you should always separation. You should always be a little bit like this with your professor, right? You know, and I think I got that way a little bit too, just because like the second time around, because I already know all these professors, I developed personal relationship with them after I graduated, and then I come back, so they're like friends to me, but not
at this point, right?
Yeah, but I'm still respect them, but but you get in the habit of saying their first names to the friends like David and Diana, that like it would slip out sometimes. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so disrespectful, you know. But we're just a big family. Like these professors just care so much. It's hard not to. You're expressing music together. You know, they just really. Southern has some world-class professors, like it is crazy how they're at Southern, but I'm glad they are. It makes the school better. But what these teachers have done in their lives, it's like, wow. And now you're teaching me.
They're very accomplished.
Yeah, they're very accomplished. Wow. And I respect the hell out of them. They're awesome. But you just don't get that when you go to like math and biology.
Yeah, it's a little
you know
different.
What I mean?
Yeah,
like
it's
so yeah. When you walk into the music program, it's like coming home, you know? And I'm sure it's like that with the dental program, you know, like the different programs at Southern. But it's just, I had a really good time. But Dr. Charlo, David, he left after my first semester back the second time. And it made a huge difference. It really sucked. It really sucked. He has a way with the choir that I've never had. And I grew up my whole life in professional choirs traveling this country. And so, I don't know. And then we got this other guy, and it just wasn't the same.
Sure.
So that kind of sucked. I struggled really bad. But
that would have been your senior year or like junior year?
So I'm going to brag on myself.
Go for it.
So the first time I got my bachelor's, I graduated a whole year early.
Nice.
Because I
believe that.
I took so many credit hours. During COVID, I was just so like, I'm not even kidding, because of my internship, I think I was at like over 30 hours that semester, which I had to get special permission from like the dean because I was like a straight A student, they didn't worry. Yeah. And I just had my checklist every day. I'd wake up and I just would go. And I graduated early. I took summer school. It was just, and so whenever I came back, I was literally 3 semesters to having a second bachelor's degree because that's how many credit hours I had. Wow. So I was like, well, duh, go back. I'd be stupid not to.
Yeah, I'm that close.
Yeah. But it was hard. Like it's so hard living in the real world and like building up those responsibilities and then going back to school. Like I respect the hell out of like parents. Like you have kids and you have a job and you're going to college. What? Yeah. Because I don't have kids and I thought I was gonna like lose my mind at times. Sure. Like it's hard. So every time the younger kids would be like, I hate school, I'm gonna drop out, I'd be like, don't do it. Shut up. and I would be kind of a bitch about it. I'd be like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. No,
you work at Domino's right now?
Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen if you drop out of school?
Right.
You're still going to work at Domino's and you're still going to hate your life. Yeah. Like, come on.
Yeah, it sucks now, but like, let's keep going.
Yeah, like.
Unless you got a plan.
Temporary happiness, sure.
Yeah.
You don't have homework, you don't have to go to school.
Right.
But you're here for a reason because you want to be a music teacher or you want to be this. Life sucks. Suck it up. You got this. Like.
Thanks, Dad.
Pretty much, yeah. I was Travis in college.
That hard love, I guess, is what you're gonna call it. Like, it's important though, especially in those moments of, I don't want you to do this. Like, unless you have a pretty formulated plan or some sort of idea, or like you feel very strongly, don't do this. Like, just hang in there right now. Go a couple more semesters. You'll be that much closer. Like, that's good that you can deliver that sort of thing. Again, back to being such a good teacher. Yeah. The lessons that they need to learn, not the ones that they want to learn. Yeah, honestly. I know it's hard sometimes, like, because I have a whiteboard in my classroom, and I do different identifying things where either I show them a flashcard and they draw it so they get practice drawing it, or I already have the notes drawn and they fill out what they are. But sometimes these kids like cannot spell or will like you saw me type in the YouTube.
I'm like draw like a letter backwards, and it's like I'm like, interesting, is it my place to be like, let's have a spelling lesson and let me teach you how to draw an F, or should I just not? And
well, would you want that? Like, if you were making a mistake like that, would you want someone to be like, listen, I'm going to show you?
I would. But then too. I'm like, I don't know if that's my place. Yeah. You know, like I'm here to teach you music, not how to spell, you know?
Well, sure. But like, you're also teaching them, like you said before, much more than just
that's
music,
true.
Right? So it's like, hey,
I'm going to
do you a solid.
We do math, we do science.
And you could do it in such a nice way too, like a soft way, not like,
this ain't how the world works.
Exactly.
F's are this way.
No, it's like, let's just take it. Why don't you write it like this? Like, make sure when you do it, write it like that. You know, it's like that fast. Like, okay, it's good. It's there. Yeah. You just gently placed it in there. Now we're back to the music.
Yeah. Sometimes I catch myself like, I'm I'm sure it to me, I feel like I'm being this way and it's not actually, but like sometimes I'm like, I'll catch myself like, I've been telling them like, nope, too much. I need to give them some, yes, awesome,
I see, right,
because I don't want them to be like leaving piano lessons like I suck, you know. But there are times where I'm like, what? I'm like, why aren't you getting this? I don't understand. And then I'm like, okay, Baylee, put yourself in a 6-year-old's brain.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, it's like at that point, it's on you to be like, maybe I should adjust.
Yes,
maybe
exactly.
we should do something else, or
it's
maybe
not
slow
working.
down. Yeah, exactly.
I got to fix it.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of teachers aren't like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teachers that are just like, what's wrong with you? I don't get why you're not getting it.
Yeah.
And it's like, well,
I'm not.
It's your responsibility to teach this to me.
Mm-hmm.
So teach it a different way, or you know.
Right.
So because a lot of professors are like that because they're just so smart in their craft, they have a hard time going back to when they didn't know.
Right.
So I've had a few, not in music, just in general. Like I just don't understand how you don't understand. You're stupid, and it's like.
Yeah, you're like years ahead of me, decades ahead of me. You've had your layer cake is much thicker than mine.
You have a lot of cake.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, you have a lot of cake.
Mine's still in the mixing bowl.
Exactly.
Okay.
Please come back to this level.
That's
I think crucial.
Teachers should always be striving to change and grow as they go. Like I had a business law teacher. It was an online class that was sending us videos that he took like literally in the 90s. He would that's how he taught.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, like, I'm sure that's an easy way. You're getting a paycheck, whatever. But I'm like,
is this the most efficient? Is this the most up to date?
Yeah. I was like, interesting, whatever.
But that's like where you come in, you know, like the new way of teaching. Like, I don't remember what the book was called, the piano.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's good, but I'm going to do my own.
Yeah.
Like, that's how things evolve.
Yeah.
Is when people like you come in and say, awesome job, I'll take it from here. You know, and maybe you don't get it all right. But that's the whole point of being like super messy and creative and going, I tried to teach that way for a long time. Didn't work. This way, everybody likes it, or it works for these types of students. Yeah. And those types of students only come to me because everyone else gets frustrated with them.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I have a few special needs students.
Learning to sing?
Piano.
Play piano.
I have one girl that's, I don't know exactly her diagnosis. I know she has severe ADHD, like bad. She has a hard time focusing, and basically her mom came to me and was like, her last teacher just said, I can't teach her. Like he just got fed up with her. Yeah. And that broke my heart. Yeah. And I was like, I can teach her. I'm determined to teach her. Yeah. That's not fair to her. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're letting her down. Nothing is impossible. And I look forward to teaching her every week because she makes me I don't know. She just brings me a certain feeling because it's like, I just don't want to give up on her. And I feel like she's used to that. People giving up on her. I see. And you know what? She learned how to play Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the whole song, and played it. And I just want to send it to her old piano teacher and be like, fuck you. Yeah. Honestly, right. Like, I could, Yeah. But it's like, you can do anything. Everybody can do anything. It doesn't matter if you're autistic or whatever. You can do it. It might take you longer. And she's aware of that. And I've told her mom, like, you know, like, she's not going to progress like the other students, but that doesn't mean she won't eventually be able to do it. Right. And I think her learning piano is really good for
I bet.
That. It teaches her to focus and, like, because there's times I'll be talking to her and she's in La La Land, and I'm like,
but you can't be that way playing the piano. Like when you're engaged,
and it's cool watching her when she does finally engage. She's locked in, and as long as
I bet she is locked in.
As long as there's not a siren go off, or you know, I can't. I try to sit still. You know, I try to keep distractions limited. Yeah, she's in there. She's doing great. So I'm just really proud of her. And yeah.
It's shaping her brain. I mean, it's changing her brain for the better. You know, it's giving her more focus, more. Yeah. I mean, the dexterity. I've seen brain scans of people playing the piano. Yep. What in the world? Yeah. It might as well be on the whole thing's lit up.
It is.
It's incredible.
Yeah. It sucks because you can only do so much in an MRI machine. Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Vocally, and so it's like these studies aren't 100% because you know what's your brain gonna look like if you're actually sitting at the piano versus laying down and kind of, so it's
not natural,
or singing or and you're I feel like it is slightly like different, but it is really cool what I took a class on the mental health class. It was all about like brain scans, and it was Dr. Allen's husband. That's what he did. He would go and study with like master doctors, and he'd be in there like as a doctor in music, and they would work together, and they would it's cool. He has written so many books. So is Dr. Allen. I learned he is Dr. Allen's biggest fan, because all of our textbooks in that class Dr. Allen wrote. And I was like, that's so cute.
That's awesome.
Anyway, but yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Music is so good for humans.
I love it. And really, honestly, Pamu is probably the one that like taught me the most, because I didn't have a lot of music. My grandma plays piano, but we didn't have like a lot of musical influence. But then when I met Pamu, I was like, whoa, this world is crazy. And then I started going to local music shows. Do you know Alex Hill, Dr. Alex Hill? He's an ER. He's one of my best friends. He's an ER doctor. But I started going to like his shows and seeing, like, my mind is, all musicians are Metallica, Eminem, you know? And then I see like local stuff. I'm like, whoa, this is raw. It's not perfect. It's real. It's these people are developing their style, or this is a song they wrote 10 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever. And for them to do that sort of performance with that much passion, like, it really inspired me as an artist, honestly, just to say, like, look at these guys, like, they're out here making stuff that fits their style. Like, they're not trying to, I'm sure Alex would love to be, actually I know Alex would love to be like a superstar, but if that never happens, like, he'll just keep making music.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And I feel like growing up, like, for me anyway, it's like there always had to be a purpose. Why are you doing this? But really, I don't need a reason. If I wanted to take on martial arts tomorrow, I don't need a reason, right?
Why not?
Exactly. I don't know. I feel like, that's all I have to say.
Yeah. No, it's true. Like, anything, any sort of interest, music, paint, martial arts, most people think, like you said, why? What will it do for me? Well, it's going to do a lot, honestly. If that's your question, the answer is a lot.
Yeah.
More than you can ever know. More. My martial arts career is still teaching me things, even though it's probably been close to a decade. Yeah. And we're still learning things that I thought I had that down. So whatever pursuit that you decide, music being a really interesting one, because it feels a little bit gatekept, right? Like, I can't sing, like, I don't have the talent or whatever. Like, well, have you met Baylee?
Yeah.
She could probably help you. And give people the confidence to be able to do that. Because, man, good singers and good performers have high confidence because they've developed. They have to.
But, it goes back to, like, every mastermind, actor, artist, like, they're all a little bit crazy.
Oh, sure.
But I think it's because we unlock a different part of our brain than an accountant would, going to the office every day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
And that is why mental health, I think, really needs to be incorporated into, if you're going to express yourself and wire your brain in a certain way, you've got to have a good mental health, because there's a lot of artists that will kill themselves or go mad.
Very common. Right.
Yeah, and I truly think that's why, because they don't, it's the brain. It really is. So like, what
would be like some of your practices for good mental health, particularly for an artist or a creator? Obviously working out, right? That would be one.
Yes,
like, you're big
health.
At the gym.
Yes.
Right? Physical health.
That's a big thing. They taught us in college, was like, you've got to, like, be healthy. Yeah. For a singer, because your body is the instrument, Which is interesting, because aren't a lot of opera, like classical opera people, not healthy? And you would think that I need to do further research. I need a day off so I can I can do the things I want to do.
Right.
But I thought about that too. I'm like, wouldn't your ribs be harder to keep, like, the muscles and stuff? But it's like, I don't know. There's something to it. Like
maybe
the
it's big. Yeah, I was gonna say
bigger person
right.
has more power and they're louder. But that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to study that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's easy.
Are there any small people that do opera?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so maybe that's not a direct correlation. I don't know.
But I wonder if it's harder. But we'll never know because we're not inside their bodies. Mm. And that's something I tell my students all the time. Like, you have to tell me. Mm-hmm. I know, but I need you to start understanding what's happening inside your body too. Like, because I can't be everywhere all the time helping you.
Well, that way they can adjust in real time. Go, oh, this is too tight. This is too loose.
And that's something Dr. Allen made me aware of. I always went off of feeling. Like, I knew what notes I'm singing based off of where it's sitting in my, like, the resonance is sitting. Like, I'm always, like, a half step off. But I'm like, that's a C. In reality, it's G sharp or whatever. But it's because of how it feels. And I've always been like that. But, I don't know, studying with Dr. Allen, she put the science behind it. Because she's a mastermind with pedagogy. She's a pedagogue, I swear.
Pedagogist. I like that word.
Yeah, she's awesome. But it all clicked for me. I was like, but anyway, back to your question. I think taking care of yourself, healthy. I think understanding your emotions and using your art through it too, instead of suppressing it. Like for me, like, I didn't do those things, and I ended up hating. I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, trying to, talk about my business, but like, I don't enjoy singing right now. I really don't.
That's okay.
I hate it right now.
Yeah.
And it was because of my mental health, and I didn't take care of that, and I didn't let myself feel what I should have been feeling and understanding and doing the things like I do with my students. What's something that you wish you did better? Let's turn it into a positive thing and work towards that. What's something you do really good? Let's acknowledge that. Let's be proud of ourselves. Society doesn't allow us to be proud of ourselves, and I feel like this new generation, it's really starting, especially with women, like, you got this. Like, we can do anything. Like, I love that that's what's becoming a new thing in society. It's like, it's okay to brag and be proud of yourself. You worked your fucking ass off, Right. Same thing with my singers. Like, yeah, it might not be where you want it to be, but you did amazing. Like, look at where you've came.
Right.
And I feel like we're always looking ahead and we forget to look behind,
Right.
And I think that's important too. As a musician, as an artist, like, you need to look back to see where you came from, and I think you would go less mad.
Yeah. Stop moving the goalposts, right? You have a goal, you work towards it, you surpass it, and you go, well, I want the next one. It's like, hey, just take a second to be proud of what you've done and how far you've come. And so often, my mentor used to tell me, it's like, you don't just move linearly towards a goal or towards a developing, it's a spiral. Yeah. Like, you just kind of, like you are now, like, you're over here where you don't care to sing. It's like, it's okay, because you're spiraling and you're learning and you're going through things to where you're a great singer. Like, it's a gift and you've worked hard. So I would assume that love will return, but renewed. Does. Yeah. And you'll be a different Baylee at that time, If I have a break in between students, I had to force myself to do it one day. So I was like, you haven't sang in months. Haven't sang at all. Yeah. And it made me sad. Yeah. And so I pulled out my binder from college and I pulled out an aria, and it was just me, and I sang it, and I loved it. Yeah. And then I was like, okay. Not bad. Because the pressure was off. Right. I wasn't singing it because I have a show in 3 months. I was singing it because I wanted to sing. I decided to. Right. Yeah.
And now, like, if I go to a dive bar and there's karaoke, I'd be like, I'll sing opera. I'm not kidding. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Because no one's going to expect it. Right. It's awesome. Yeah. It's so fun.
Have you done that before?
I do it every time I'm at a dive bar.
Do they just lose their mind?
I did last night at the gala.
Nice.
Yeah. Everyone was singing, like, Santa Baby, and then I was like...
Back up. Oh. Yeah.
Everyone's phones are out, like...
Really? Yeah.
But it's like, you don't expect to hear opera when you're at, like, a bar, you know? So...
And I guess, where did opera come from?
Dr. Allen.
You. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I've always sang classical, like, everyone growing up was like, you're singing opera. I'm like, I'm not singing opera. Yeah. But whatever.
Right.
Everyone just associated with me with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, granted, yes, I sang some like songs like Italian and stuff that was considered opera, but my teacher didn't teach me. I think if I would understand the anatomy, I would have developed more operatic technique earlier. But Dr. Allen is the one who got me to fall in love with it. I can't remember what song it was. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I was like, whoa.
What
and
was
it just unlocked something in me. It's like, wow.
It spoke to you.
My body can do this.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I think because for so long I felt like I was here, and then Dr. Allen showed me a new way of singing, but it's the hardest thing I've ever done. And then that's when I started, I'm not good enough.
Oh, yeah.
I remember being in Dr. Allen's office, and she was pushing me really hard that day, and she had been the last few months.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she told me good job, but I'd never heard it.
Yeah.
And so it started eating at me because I was practicing every day, and I had 3 jobs, and I was, you know what I mean? I'm like overwhelmed, and I'm just like,
why am I doing this?
Does she even think I'm good?
Yeah.
And there was one day in lessons that she was like, no. I remember like shutting my book, and I was like, do you even think that I can do this? Like, do you think am I wasting my time? I like freaked out, sobbing. I was like, I'm dropping out of college. And I left in the middle of a lesson. So disrespectful. I can't believe I did that. But I was just at my breaking point. We didn't talk for 2 days. And then I could cry right now because I just feel so bad that I did that. But I went into her office, and she was like, in 40 years, no one has ever walked out on me in a lesson. I was like, well, you always remember me.
Yeah.
But she was like, what's going on? You know? And if I would have just did that in the beginning, this is what's going on, that would have never happened.
Right.
And that's what I tell my students. Like, if you come in and you want to cry, do it.
Yeah.
This is a safe place.
Right.
But yeah, she opened me into opera, and it's the most amazing thing I've ever done, and it's the hardest thing I've ever done.
Wow.
Like, physically, it is hard. Every time I practice, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Like I'm dripping in sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard. But yeah.
I mean, it's like all the muscles that you're using, and the airflow and the breathing. And
I used to have abs. I'm not kidding. And I think a lot of it, because I wasn't lean enough to have abs. Like, my body fat, you know? But my stomach always...
Oh, I'm sure your stomach muscles are...
Yeah, and so I'm like, it must be from the opera. I don't know. Right. Because, like...
You need a t-shirt, opera gave me abs.
Yeah, I should. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, my stomach has always been, like, more fit than the rest of my body. Like, doesn't match. For sure. But I think it's... Not it's now. Like I'm retired.
Right.
Yeah,
momentarily.
My stomach, I've let it go. I don't have opera abs right now.
That's that's right. You're teaching others to get opera abs.
But yeah, it's all the good, all the bad. It's made me the teacher I am, and I'm forever grateful. And I'm so glad that Pam and Dr. Allen never gave up on me. I'm sure I've been probably one of their most difficult students, but because they didn't give up on me is why I'm where I am. And it's crazy. Crazy journey.
Yes, but I just love the mindset though. Like to be able to be aware of that, you know. The ups and the downs. Like so many, we kind of talked about before. Like people will not acknowledge the downs. Like that sucked, nothing happened. But it's like I love that you can derive meaning and value, even if it's a little bit. Or even if it's I don't know what it is, but I feel
I shaped my
there.
whole life around that mindset.
That's good.
I don't know. And I think that is why I've been able to do things on my own for so long, because I've just picked up the pieces and kept going.
It's like having faith that this will work out.
Exactly.
Right? At some point I will understand. And if I don't, so be it.
Yeah.
We keep moving forward.
Yep. I think getting rid of I know nobody thinks life is perfect, but I think people do look through rose-colored glasses with certain things. Well, it'll work out. And they don't plan for the rainy day or whatever. So I think if more people did, life would be easier for them. Not saying that's the fix-all, be-all, but I don't know.
Good days happen, bad days happen.
Yep.
And everything is cyclical. So the whole this will pass too type of mentality, it works both ways. You know, when the good times, like, this will pass too. I should enjoy it. I should be here as much as possible.
I'm always like that. I'm like, everything's really good right now. I know it's about to go to shit soon. Like, I literally will say that. I'm like, I'm feeling uneasy with how good things are going.
It feels that way. I mean, because you know, in the past it has been that way. But just to be able to take that moment and be like, thank God, like, and this is such a blessing. All my family's alive, or I'm here with my brother doing this thing, or this is the first day I've ever tried to learn to sing. You know, this is I'll never be another first dayer type thing. Bad days too. Like, hey,
and music, I get told that by so many choirs, like, because I would get selected and we'd travel and I'd go sing with a group of just amazing musicians. And I remember, and we'd have like world class freaking conductors, dude. I've met some people. Anyway, Z. Randall Stroop worked with me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Anyway, you're like, I don't know who that is.
He sounds amazing.
Yeah. My next goal is Eric Whitaker. I love that man. Everyone's like, whatever. I'm like, it's because he's really popular right now, but that man, anyway, I'm getting off track. Shout out
Eric Whitaker.
Eric Whitaker, please.
We'd like to work with you.
Hit me up. I would love to sing Goodnight Moon. Anyway, the conductors would be like, take this moment in right now, because all of your voices will never have a sound like this ever again. We'll never have this moment again. It's impossible to create this song to sound exactly like this again. I don't know. The way, after they said that, I just started viewing music so much different. I'm like, wow, it is special. Like, imagine all of the cool things that happened way back when, before we were alive, that we'll never, ever know what it sounded like in those beautiful churches and stuff.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
I don't know.
I think about it like day to day. Like, what little girl is in her room right now and no one's watching, and she's not streaming. She's just, I'm going to sing a song about dinosaurs. And she just belts out the most beautiful song ever that we'll never hear.
Yeah. That happened to me. I was in bed the other morning, and my boyfriend's daughter she gets up early and she's just playing by herself, and she's just singing Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid.
Right.
And I didn't go up and like peek, but I just envisioned her, like, I'm pretty sure she was probably at her little makeup vanity.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You know, and I just pictured her like, just, you know, she's in her own world. And I'm like, wow. Like,
no judgment.
No judgment.
Right? No thought, not overthinking, just, I'm going to sing this song.
And you know, it's crazy. When I first met her, she would not sing in front of anybody. And this girl can, when I tell you, she's got the mechanics and she's 6. But I'm like, I tell my boyfriend all the time, I'm like, I don't want to push it on her, but I cannot wait till she is ready, you know? Right. But yeah, she came to one of my master classes, because I told her, I was like, bring her to this master class. I want her to watch the other little girls sing. I think it's going to do something. Yeah. Maybe not, but just bring her, sit with her. It'll be fun regardless. Sure. You know? And sure enough, when we were wrapping stuff up, she comes up to me. She's like, Baylee, I want to sing. I was like,
after one, that's awesome.
I was like, oh. So going from, like, we would be at Grandma and Grandpa's, and she would want to do a dance routine, and she would be like, but only one person can watch me. I can't have more than one person. Right. Going from that, literally days before, to singing in front of 30 students in master class that fast.
Wow. So it was always there.
It was always there.
You know,
and then she sang at recital Sunday. Yeah. I'm like, and everyone's like, I just can't believe it. I'm like, it's crazy what your brain does. It really is. And kids are so easily influenced, you know? So you got to be careful, but it's like them watching the courage and the bravery, because is this something she loves? She loves to sing, but she's too afraid to sing. But seeing other people break that made her have the confidence that she's not alone. And that's why those master classes are so important. Yeah. Having people. Because I guarantee you, she would have never started singing in front of people if we would have had private lessons first. Sure. I really don't think.
Right. It might have increased the fear, honestly.
Yeah. I don't think she would be, eventually, but I don't think she would have sang in recital on Sunday. There's no way. Yeah. So the mind's so powerful. It's so powerful.
That's what you must master. is the mind.
Yeah.
You have the techniques, whatever it is, martial arts, singing, whatever, but the mind is really, that's your battlefield.
I plan to go to therapy. I just can't afford it right now. I need a few more students so I can go to therapy.
Please help me.
But no, I'm really open and honest with my older students. My younger students, they don't need to know that about me. But I think being relatable helps them feel more comfortable with me.
Absolutely.
My older students know I don't perform anymore because my mental health isn't good. And I think if I could go to therapy, I might be able to perform again, honestly.
Yes, right.
So, yeah.
Therapy being like searching for the reason you feel that way?
Yeah, I think for me, because like my meds now suppress all my feelings.
Right.
So like with my boyfriend, he's like, well, like, how do you feel about that? And it's like, I initially feel the feeling, and then it's like my meds kick in, it's like zap.
Oh, just
and it's like, I actually don't know. He goes, what do you mean? Like, he'll get frustrated. Like, what do you mean you don't know? I'm like, I really am blank. I'm just in Switzerland. Like, I don't feel anything. And then he's like, well, do you even love me? And I'm like, yes, I do. I promise.
Right.
It's just like, it's a short-term, like, in-the-moment type of stuff.
Yeah.
And long-term stuff I can feel, I promise. But it's like, when I'm not on my meds, it's just so heightened, and like, I feel so much that I can't process what I'm feeling and why I'm feeling it. So it's like, I've got to find a way to organize it and understand it, and then I think I'll be okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I need different meds for sure. But I do really like being chill.
Yeah.
It's like, I love that nothing gets me upset anymore, but that's not good though. I need to be mad sometimes.
Sure.
I need to be upset sometimes.
Yes.
It's like I'll feel like I'm about to cry, and it'll build up, and then it's like, literally.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, no, like it's good to express emotion.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I don't know.
I think you should come to boxing class.
I should.
I mean,
watch it unlock something.
I almost guarantee it would.
I'm just kicking ass every week. You're like,
the way that I have just kind of met you officially today, you did sing at Synergy, which was awesome. But just the last, I don't know how long we've been recording, few hours, it's like, yes, you would unlock something.
You're like, girl, you are.
You might be like, hey, I quit singing and I'm going to fight next week.
I'm a pro. Yeah, I start fighting.
I can see that. I sing the
national anthem and then I go.
Oh my
box.
God, that'd be hilarious. You could do that. No, there's something about it for sure. Yeah. And yeah, you'll find your way.
I will.
Just like you have before.
I'm in a new journey right now.
Yep.
And I love it. Like, a lot of people be like, wow, girl, that sucks for you. No, it doesn't. It's just me finding a new me. Like, I'm discovering myself deeper than probably most people do. And that's probably, again, because you're creative, you're using different parts of your brain that other people don't. And it's why I feel things that most people don't. And that doesn't make me crazy. You are not crazy. You're not. We just have to figure it out.
I think creative people understand that.
They do.
Well, I don't even want to call people non-creative.
Well, think about my dad.
Yeah.
Well, your life is fine. Like, buck up, buttercup.
Yeah, have you seen what's going on up here, though? Or what I feel here?
And he's really good. The older he's gotten, it's just me and him.
Yeah.
We're buddies. He's starting to really understand a lot more. And because I can back it up with science and stuff, I do explain. I'm like, because he's just like so upset I'm medicated, which I get. But I'm like, here's what's going on.
Yeah.
Here's the science behind what's going on.
Right.
I'm like, I could tell myself every day my life's amazing because it is, but I'm still feeling sad.
Yeah.
There's something wrong. And, and so he's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah. So
he probably sees it helping you.
Yeah,
right?
But he just hates that because he's just like, it's so hard to get off that stuff and just always need it. Like, he's thinking the boomer thought of it.
Yeah, right,
he's not a boomer, sorry, Dad. But
but
it's because of how he was raised. Sure. You know what I mean? And so it is cool to watch the older generations, the ones that are willing to change their mind and get them to see things differently. I don't know. But
it's cool that they're doing it in real time, like with us, because we're all, our generation's like, it's not working, you know? And for the longest time, they're like, Yeah, it worked
Sweep
for
it
us.
under the rug.
Yeah,
Like
but
my grandma, her dad died. She was 12 in front of her. Her mom locked herself in the room, my great grandma, for a week straight. Would not get out. She, had her boohoo. And then one day she just walked out, and my grandma said they never talked about it. They never cried. My great grandma, that's just how times were. You didn't cry about it. My grandma had to. She was the oldest. She had to while great grandma was in the bedroom, just kind of keep the kids up and going. And my grandma was like, I don't think I ever really got to process and cry about it and be sad about it. Like, she's like, yeah, I was sad, but I'm always picking my grandma's brain, always, because it's just crazy how times are different. And I don't know. I think we get coffee every Thursday. Nice. And I think it does something for her too, because
absolutely,
because I'm so it allows her to probably think ways that she never had. I don't know. That's my girl, my grandma.
She in Joplin, lives in Joplin?
She lives in Granby.
Okay, so she comes up and...
She drives up here every Thursday.
Good for her.
And, we have girl time.
That's
I
awesome.
feel terrible because I've just been so busy my whole childhood. When I was younger, I'd stay the night at grandma's every weekend. I love that girl. I have panic attacks about her dying, and then my mom will be like, call her, she's alive. And I'm like, right. My grandma gets mad at me. My grandma gets mad. She's like, stop. I freak her out because I'm I'll call her in the middle of the night and be like, Grandma,
don't die.
And she's like, Bailey, stop.
I'm ready. I
don't
great.
want to die either. But yeah, I'm I forgot what we were talking about.
We were all over the place.
I know, I'm sorry.
There's a lot going on.
This is my life.
No, I like it. It's fun to traverse the thought patterns.
You should see me when I'm manic. It's crazy.
When that happens, come back and we'll do another podcast.
And then we'll do another one on I'm having a low.
There you go. That'll be how you feel?
Like shit.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, it'll be I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are rough.
No, I'll schedule a podcast when I'm in a low and then not show up because I can't get out of bed.
Yeah,
that's what will happen.
You have to FaceTime. Not coming in. Yeah.
I'm sad today.
Turn on the light. Open up your curtains or something. You'll be fine.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, I know. I was I hate to be that kind of guy, but sometimes what about practices like meditation or yoga?
Oh, for sure.
Do you do?
Sometimes, yeah, if I have time. There was one day I felt like I was going to have a panic attack or something. I was just I don't like the feelings I'm having. And so my boyfriend was doing the dishes.
What sort of feelings were you having?
I can't pinpoint. They're all the feelings.
Physical or
and it's
aura type?
It's I feel like there's an elephant on my chest. I feel like I
pressure.
can't breathe.
Okay.
I feel
And this is
angry,
physiological.
sad.
This is muscle tights, actual body.
No.
Oh, no.
No. It's just I don't know. It's like a volcano about to erupt. I'm like, what's happening? And even my boyfriend will be like, I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't know. He's really good at reading me. It's awesome. It's great to have someone understand you. But yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go sit in the dark. So I laid on my bed and I just took deep breaths. And I focus on the breaths. My sister's a therapist, so.
Oh, perfect.
I know. And I think that's what's kept me from going to therapy for so long. But she's like, Bailey, I'm biased. I can't be your therapist. Sure. But she has helped me think differently and exercises and stuff. So I was like, okay, think about the tip of your nose, take deep breaths, and I just meditated and I felt better. Yeah. So I did have to take a Xanax though later that day.
That's all right.
But
I've done that.
Fine. Yeah.
They're very helpful.
But I only took a tiny piece because if I take one, I'm out for 2 days. I'm in bed asleep.
Bar.
I can't. And I'm like, how do people do this?
They do it. They're just not with us when they do it. They're just floating through.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This year in particular, I had 2 instances, and they both were at the one was at the casino and one was at the powwow. And for whatever reason, I had a surge of anxiety, and I was like, I gotta get out of here. Yeah, I gotta get out. But thank God, I was able to just sit down, and we're just gonna sit here. We're just gonna sit in this terrible feeling. And the machines are going on, the table games, and there's smoke, there's people walking around. I'm like, do not freak out, or freak out. I don't care, but we're not moving. And just sitting with that feeling for the longest time, finally, little things started to appear, and I understood that's what that is. That's where that's coming from. We're just going to sit here. And then it settled, or began to settle, and then it finally settled. I'm good. But it was strange because I had it twice.
Okay.
And I wanted to physically remove myself, which revealed to me, like, that's my coping mechanism.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm out of here.
Bye.
You know? Yep.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
Which we could go deep into childhood and everything like that. But just sitting with the uncomfortableness, which is probably the hardest thing to tell someone. Like, I know you feel the worst you've ever felt, but don't move. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Just be here with it. It actually helped quite a bit. And like I said, it revealed quite a bit of the inner psyche and like what was going on, what I was going through at the time, and almost like what I should do next.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is all coming from this place, not where I thought it was.
Yeah.
I need to address this. Let's move forward.
I like that.
So, yeah, just sitting with it has to be one of the most difficult things that I've done.
And a lot of people don't. And then
nobody does. And I didn't either.
That's why this world's so fucked up. No, I'm just kidding.
Partially. Everyone's got a lot of work to do.
We do. Everybody.
And I want to help. And just like you with your students, I want to help people like work through that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much why I do my self-development, is like, I want to help other people.
Yeah.
Like, I've been there before. I've panic attacked. I've been overwhelmed. I've been, not wanting to be here anymore type thing. Mm-hmm. And now I can relate with you. And this is what I did. Again, back to the teaching, like, maybe come to boxing, maybe come to MMA, get punched. It feels great. And they're like, no, that's not for me. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Maybe you should go see Baylee and develop your voice. Yeah. Oh, that works so much better for me. I was able to express myself. Mm-hmm. Finally, the emotion I was suppressing came out in song form or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, there's just every path seems to lead to a similar destination. Mm-hmm. And we just encourage, what path do you want?
Yeah, I love that. I know I had a student one time be like, my friends always get upset because they can't sing as good as me. And I feel bad about it. Oh, and I'm like, why? I said, look at it this way. If we were all good at singing and nothing else, the world wouldn't work. Right? Like, your friend's probably really good at basketball and you're not. Or
how'd you know?
Yeah. Or your dad is a great electrician. Or, you know what I mean? Like, everyone is born with these interests, and that's what makes us different. But that is how the world works. Mm-hmm. If we were all the same, we'd be extinct. This world wouldn't function and work. Like,
there'd be no purpose.
It is good that you're a good singer, because you're able to provide an art for people, mm-hmm. for the electrician, for the basketball player. And the electrician provides light, and the basketball player provides entertain. You know what I mean? Yep. It's like, it all works. And she was like, wow, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, me either. I just came up with that. Sometimes I do that.
No,
and
that's
I'm like,
good. That's good.
Wow. I do that
good
all
job,
the time.
Baylee.
Yeah. I'm like,
one of the, his name is J.W. Wright. He's a black belt. Oh, I'm going to say, God, he's probably 4th degree black belt in jiu-jitsu. Mm-hmm. And he would come down to Joplin to do seminars every once in a while. One of his sayings was, your opponent is your path to enlightenment, because your opponent is showing you where your weaknesses are.
Yeah.
If I'm getting choked out every time, it's like, something's wrong, something's wrong here. And so with that little girl saying, like, I sing so good, it's like, if someone has a problem with something that you do really good, I feel like that's their
problem.
Yeah, it's like their challenge. Like, that's triggering something within them that they are going to need to overcome. Like, mm-hmm. Train harder, or maybe they sing differently. Like, you sing better opera, I'm a better country artist or whatever. And
that's okay.
It is okay. Yeah, you have to use people's talents and skills and hard work as inspiration rather than a threat. Yeah. That's why key for creative people.
That's why I teach my students, their repertoire is going to be foreign language, classical, pop, country, theater, mm-hmm. all of it, because that's how you're going to find your voice.
Right.
So, and some of my kids already know, I want to do more of this stuff. Okay, but you're still going to do an Italian piece, but okay.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's how you get new genres and stuff, mm-hmm. And different types of singing or different types of art is like push things together.
I really want to, I know Kanye West is problematic. I know, but he's so brilliant. I feel bad. He's so brilliant. He's mad, you know?
Yeah.
But I would love for us to collab. Like, how cool would it be to hear like an opera hook in a rap song?
Yeah. It kind of makes me think of, is it Stan, Eminem Stan, when he was, Dilo, I think what her name was. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, this is like old Eminem. It's like Marshall Mathers LP type stuff.
Oh, yeah, then no.
Do you know what Stan is?
No.
The song Stan? Oh, man. If this
I'll
fucking
pull it up.
YouTube did better. Eminem was one of the first artists that I remember doing things like
that?
Yes.
Like that's not the norm?
Not the norm at all. Because he did stuff with AC/DC, I think it was. Yep, right here. Dido. Play the first part of this song. And this is way back, early rap days. But he took her chorus and put that into his rap song. So then he did the verses. And then she did the chorus.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was not, yeah. It's like the actual
Music video?
Yeah. Need to get to the man. How much do I pay for this internet? Because it sucks. Anyway, I'm just gonna skip ahead, see if that works. Does this ring a bell? This song? No? Are you an Eminem fan?
Yeah, I am actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's what makes me think you take Kanye West and put opera.
I know.
He could
I
take.
should just do it, and then he'll hear it and be like, wow.
That's true. You could use AI to clone his voice.
Yeah.
Have chat write lyrics for him, and then you just apply on top.
Wow.
I think we got it.
We're on to something. Music school, no longer. I'm chasing a new dream.
I'm done with
Music
this
school.
after talking about how passionate I am teaching kids.
Never been so happy in my life.
Right.
No, yeah. I will say one of my long-term goals is to have a curriculum that's like up to state standards that like student teachers for like music teachers could come to my school and earn college credit instead of like going to a public school and stuff like that. So
that would be cool.
That's another long-term goal.
What about, I know you didn't care for it, but like, what about like expanding onto TikTok and YouTube for types of lessons? Even if it's like just recording a lesson, kind of like, kind of like what you did with
I do record a lot of it. It's really, I need a day off because I do plan to do that. And I get nervous because I get asked about doing Zoom lessons for like students that live far away. But it just makes me nervous because I'm not there and internet issues, things like that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it'll be fine because I've done some Zoom lessons with Dr. Allen before.
Which would be, I zoom in, I say, it would probably just be like a normal lesson, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
But we're just not physically together.
It's different for sure. Same with podcasts.
But,
Possibly like
fans.
phase 3 of Baylee School.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm planning on building a school eventually, or I think it'd be really cool to renovate an old theater because the stage is there, the seats, and there's always so many rooms in an old theater. Like, why did they have so many rooms back then? You know what I mean?
Little makeup.
But those can be all the classrooms.
Yeah.
Like, I have a vision, and I really honestly hope I can do the theater one.
What if you bought an old church?
I thought about that too.
That'd be cool.
With stained glass.
Yeah. Like a church, not like a metal building, but like a cathedral type.
If it was a church on Sundays, I wouldn't have to pay taxes.
Boom. You could rent out to other churches.
Yeah.
You could do a morning service to one church and an evening service. They both pay rent, or they both pay a fee. Wow. And the rest of the time you teach lessons.
Is that legal?
And then, absolutely. I'm not a lawyer, but I feel like what would be the problem?
I feel like it's probably illegal because why hasn't people been doing that?
They do it. They do that. Yeah. Several churches I've been to rent out a building for a specific part of the day. Yep. It's not really their home church. It's just the building that they use.
That's cool.
Yeah. You can
and
do
then
that.
My school will be like full of like Jesus and good like energy.
Good vibes.
Yeah.
Good. Not only good vibes, but the students could sing in the church
and
on Sundays.
the people that attend the church, they're going to put their kids in lessons.
Why not? It's the same building.
Wow.
Good vibes.
This is a brilliant
It would be so
idea.
unique too.
It
like
would.
if you got like a really like badass cathedral feeling church,
Yeah.
that would be sick.
I wouldn't have to pay for all like mics and cords and PA
Nope,
systems.
it's
It
already
just
there.
echo
Yep.
because of the architecture.
Yep.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
that's brilliant. I like it.
You're welcome. I come up with some good ideas sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, we've done 3 hours.
Yeah.
You feeling it?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
To. Yeah. I can't believe how much time's gone by.
Nobody has, including me, outside podcast conversations. You might have a conversation for 3 hours with your grandma. How long do you guys have coffee?
Yeah.
I'll say rarely do strangers have conversations for over 20 minutes, let alone 3 hours. But there's something special about going long.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Where are we going to go?
That's a lost art.
It is.
And that's something that like I fell in love with my boyfriend with is like we would just sit on my bed and we would literally stay up till like 6 a.m. and we're like, we need to go to bed. But we just literally just
That's awesome.
we vibed that way. Like I just want to be with him 24/7 because we just I don't know.
Yeah.
It's wild. But yeah, that's how we met. Like the first time we met, we never spent a second apart after that. Like we stayed up till like 8 o'clock
sign.
the next
Yeah.
morning, got breakfast. Like I didn't sleep for like 3 days after meeting
Oh.
him. Like I was also manic, so
Hey.
yeah. I'm glad the mania wore off and I still like the guy.
Yeah, right. Good sign.
Yeah.
Good sign.
But yeah, no. It's a lost art. People are so awkward now. Like they don't know how to. That's why old people talk so much because they didn't have
I know.
phones and stuff. They just had to do this.
Yes.
I'm like,
Which I really appreciate. Like
Yeah.
I went to a Christmas party the other day and the owner is, sorry, Mark, a boomer. But it was so like he went around the whole table. It was like, everyone say something interesting about your name and interesting about yourself. And immediately, my heart's like, oh shit. But then all of a sudden I know everyone's name at the table. And one girl's like, I collect Pokemon cards. I'm like, I'm talking to you
Yeah.
after, it was just natural. And then even during the meal, he was like, the prompts that he used for conversation, I was like, I like you. Like, thank you for that.
Starts up conversation. It keeps
Right.
things.
It's easy to grab my phone, but he's like, what have you been up to? Or,
Yeah.
what kind of Pokemon cards are you collecting or
Yeah.
whatever? I just appreciated that so much because my instinct was to grab the phone because it was awkward. I didn't know any of these people.
Yeah.
But I guess the boomers do have some cool things about them.
They really do. I love sitting down with boomers and just hearing their stories. Too.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, you did that? It's like people don't do. I don't know. I feel like back then people were just able to just go do things because I don't know why, but I just feel like they have more life than our generation's going to have, I think. That's sad.
If things feel more like connected or what is that word I'm looking for? Like recorded. I mean, everything's recorded.
Yeah.
So that kind of feels like, I don't know. You don't want to get involved with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
I don't know. If you want to get up to 68 students and they want to come train with you, or come train, yeah, I guess so. Come study with you.
Yes.
How do we do that? Do I go to your website? Do I go Facebook?
I have Facebook. I have, I'm on Google. You can Google it. Call me, Instagram. Just shoot a message and I'll get back to you immediately.
Beautiful. And
Unless
what
I'm asleep.
days?
I'm open Sunday through Thursday.
Cool.
Noon to 8.
Sunday through Thursday.
I really need some homeschooled kids because my evenings are full.
Okay.
I have early afternoons open, so I would love to fill those.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Early afternoon, homeschool only kids.
Yeah.
We can do the hour, half hour.
A half hour and an hour. So right now, January 1st, it's changing, but as of now, I charge 25 half hour, 50 full hour.
Cool.
But you get so much more than that.
Yeah.
If you watch the podcast, you know what you're getting. But I'm about to switch over to a monthly tuition.
Okay, just
rate,
a flat
rate.
Cool.
And if you miss, you miss.
Yeah.
Just to respect my time and their time, honestly. So
what's the flat rate, or do you know yet? Or?
So starting January, it's $250 for my hour students a month, and then for my 30 minutes, it's $125.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And that gives them X amount of...
It gives you 4 to 5 lessons a month, depending on the month, because there's different weeks, you know?
Yeah.
And then you get free master classes and stage coaching and music theory, and we do a lot of events for the public, so you'll get a lot of performance opportunities, all free. So it all comes with that.
Seems well worth it. Seems like a great package deal.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, Baylee, thank you so much for sitting down with me. I've enjoyed speaking with you. You're a very fascinating person. I'm excited to see where things go for you. I hope you perform again. I got to see you perform at Synergy.
I might be performing at the Cornell Center in March.
Ooh.
It's still being talked about. So
we hope.
That'll be my next performance if that happens.
Beautiful.
So,
I hope it does.
Thank you. I do too. I hope I do it.
You will. You will. I will never forget Zach Cummings, the owner of Synergy, when I got you to, sing the national anthem, and you're out there and you start singing, and he goes, "Oh my God." And I'm like, I know. Pamu told me about her. So if you've never seen Baylee perform, hopefully in March you can go see her perform.
Yes.
Go check out our school, Baylee's. What is it called?
Baylee's Music Academy.
Baylee's Music Academy.
And it's pink. You can't miss it.
And the Barbie font is perfect. I like it. All right. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Absolutely. Come back anytime.
I will.
And maybe I will come learn how to sing.
You should. Have a lesson.
We'll document it.
I would. That'd be so cool.
I would be so... Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
I'll do it for free.
I have to work up the courage.
I'll do it for free.
Cool. That's on camera too, by the way, everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening to Sci-Fi and Friends podcast. I have no idea what episode this is. Probably 94 or something like that. Go check out Baylee's, I forgot it already, Baylee's Music Academy. Sign up for a lesson today, and also come to Mossberg's Boxing Gym.
Yes.
A-Force, Jiu-Jitsu. Get out there, chase your dreams, do something cool. Thanks for listening. Peace.
Sci-Fi with